Hello. Hello, everyone. Good morning. This here lamp, spirit nighter, cat. This is the Graham Pacer fitness test. Good morning. Do you have to do the test recently or something? It's been like decades since I last heard that. Hello, Mango Tango.
Okay, enough. There's not enough people here to greet with the silly voice, so we're cutting that off. Hello, everyone. Hello, Doc. You scared of it as a meme? Oh. Really? Are they still doing that in schools? Does anyone know? I've heard nothing about it for like years, maybe. Probably more. Hello, Nightcrawler. How are you doing? Outside kangaroo ending? Hopefully, yes. Hopefully we can finally end this and start with and continue with the endless neural cloud catch up. Don't think so? Huh. Interesting. It's been ages since I've been in school. The only test I got in school was vision and hearing tests. You got vision and hearing tests in school? Damn. But then again, I did get a weird test in the school that was kind of like to see your how your brain worked, you know, like to see if you had like good I remember it tested stuff to see like if you had like a 3D brain kind of thing, you know, if you could imagine things in like 3D in your head. Like a logic test, I guess, kind of thing that I have no idea what it was for. I just remember that we did it. And I was like, oh, this sure is a test of all time. It was a special education in elementary school and high school until I moved into general education. Oh, hello, Duskblight. Well, it's been forever since I've been in school also, of course, since I am old, as you guys know. As I was saying the other day, I don't really hide the fact that I'm old. I just never reveal my exact age. Not that it bothers me, it's just I want to avoid the people that for some reason get annoyed when adults are still having fun in the internet, you know? Because of course when you're an adult you can no longer have fun on the internet. You can only work and pay bills and do nothing else with your life. I mean, Tolahara also in a young body. Oh boy, do I have news for you? I feel, is it just me or is that a very common thing that people say to young kids with like mental health issues? Not in a bad sense, of course, but like, you know what I mean. Because I mean, I used to be told the same, and like I have ADHD, so and I've seen that it's apparently a very, very common occurrence. Is that so? Okay, bye. Hello, Chaos. It's snowing here. My car now has a thick layer of ice. Let's go. I can't wait until I need to drive in a few hours. And my car is probably gonna be full of snow, covered in snow, because there's a snowstorm going on. Oh yeah, on that note, there is a snowstorm going on. So if I suddenly disappear, that's why. If I am suddenly gone, it's because some cable or something got knocked out somewhere, and I probably won't be back. Snow sucks, great to look at, terrible to do anything in. Yeah, I mean, unless you go to like a snow place to like do snowboarding or skiing or like that kind of stuff, that can be fun. But like when you need to actually live in it, like go to work, drive around, go get groceries, and it's all full of snow, not fun. Took my meds and the fox disappeared. Now I am gone. Do not take your meds before my streams or you won't be able to see me. We had a tornado warning in the area yesterday. Thankfully it died down. Ooh, tornadoes is scary. I think that's one of the natural kind of disasters that scare me the most. Right there at the top with like volcanic eruptions and tsunamis. How's Ray holding up? Oh, she's doing much better. She still hasn't gone back to like her usual level of energy. Because I mean, she will used to run around all day, like parkour around the walls, chase Isu around and play. She's still not back to that level, but she's already going around, like getting on top of us and cuddling. She had started asking for food again. So yeah, she's doing much better. Me waiting a couple hours for snow to melt a bit before going to store. Yeah. I have whiter than a snow devil. Yeah. I've been in like 5 hurricanes. Hurricanes are also scary. I wouldn't put them on my like top with all the others, but they're also scary, when they're like the very strong ones that are. But I mean, at that point, I will put them up there with like they're basically tornadoes, just that like they don't spin around, Meteors are so unlikely though, that it's like whatever. It is worrying sometimes, sometimes I think like whenever there's always this news like trying to scare people whenever astronomers, there's like, oh, there's gonna be like a comet flying nearby the Earth. And there's always a bunch of like headlines. I mean, not a bunch, but there's a few headlines that try to like clearly try to scare people. And they're like, scientists say that this meteor could destroy half of the Earth if it lands or something. And then you actually go read the article and the scientists are like, there's like a 0.00001 chance that this will happen. And they're like, oh, okay. It would be like a shotgun hitting a fly. It's possible, but unlikely. Yeah. I watched the movie Armageddon. Oh, that was a nice movie. But yeah, been through a few floods and earthquakes. Yeah, floods are scary too. Earthquakes, I kinda just got used to them. So they're like whatever to me. They can be pretty scary, but like they're, you know, after surviving a 8.8/9, everything else just pales in comparison. My family went on a vacation for a couple of days, so I moved my car into a garage in the hope it is slightly warmer, so it's easier to scrap off the ice of the windshield so I can see. Oh yeah, that should make it easier. You know, you can just blast the AC onto the windshield. Well, I think a lot from Argentina never had to face any natural phenomenon. Did you guys get floods? No, I mean, I guess floods are kind of easier to avoid as long as you live like far away from rivers and stuff. Ah, but you guys have mosquitoes. I know about your mosquito plague. When I went to Argentina, I remember I got an insect repellent with me, and I would put it on me every time I went out. There weren't mosquitoes around. I was lucky to avoid them, but still, you know, I was like better safe than sorry. Don't wanna catch fucking dengue. The power goes out and you're stuck in a concrete room. It's uncomfortable without AC. True. I got a mirror in 30 years. Me and Modena decided to do something that will kill me. Let's go. Yeah, at this point, you know, when they're like, oh, you know, in 80 years, like this will happen or something. And I'm like, okay, just add it to the list that will happen in like around 80 years. That will probably end humanity. I'm like, why? If we know all these things are going on, why is nobody doing anything? I don't know. Dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria, yeah. I have a kid to snow shovel in my trunk inside the house to dig myself out. Yeah, I have a snow shovel also that I should be using to like dig, like shovel snow out of like right in front of my door. But I have not been doing that like, at all. Mosquitoes are okay, not when they have dengue. Get some spiders, still eat them. Suni! The polar ice caps melting in 20 years in the year 2008. Yeah, I mean the polar ice caps are melting, and you know we are starting to feel the changes of that. But it's just, I guess it's just not as apocalyptic as like movie apocalyptic. Like immediately apocalyptic movie like people expect, so people just kind of forget about it, and it's like you know the ice caps are still melting. guys. Nowhere near when there was a peak. Oh, okay. That's good. I have a very funny video that my friends used to send. I don't know if you've seen it. It's like a compilation of people killing mosquitoes in the most random of ways to the beat of Sped Up, It's My Life by Bon Jovi. It's like the best video I've ever seen. I love it. Alright, Kel, see you next time. But yeah, such is life. Hey, Hakui! How are you doing? Okay, Isus is sleeping. How are you still awake? You were in a collab, no? I remember I saw the ping like super early on. In a room with 30 people. Oh no, I will immediately die. I see it. Those crab game, big crab game collabs seem like really fun. But also I will be unable to be there longer than half an hour maybe. I'm just... I don't know, I think I have some sensory issues, so I can't. That's why I also don't do like big collabs. That and because I don't know enough people to do it, but that's also why I kind of avoid them, because more than 4 or 5 people, 5 people is like my max. Any more than that and I can't. Unless it's like, you know, this is like something like, or I don't know, let's say you get a group together to read like a visual novel or something and everyone does a voice and it's kind of like very organized kind of thing. But when it's like group games like those in which like everyone is like screaming at each other or like talking over each other, I can't. It just stresses me out and it annoys me and then I start getting angry at people for no reason. So I'd rather avoid that. Now I need to wait for my tummy to come down. Oh, so you can eat. With a friend that day where there was a lot of grass. You touched that grass and a horde of mosquitoes came up. Like, oh my god. Groupie and reading are fun to watch. Yeah, those are fun. I turn my brand, just read as a solo stream, talk to my viewers, and write very basically to other players. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is that I will physically need to mute everyone. And I feel like that will defeat the point. So I guess in crab game has proximity chat, no? So I guess that is more manageable. Slightly more manageable. He truly is built different. It is proximity. Okay, yeah, so that is slightly more manageable. But yeah, like I was actually kind of nervous when we did like the Pico Park collab because there were a bunch of us. But also not so much because, you know, I know none of us are like super noisy. It was pretty cool. It was pretty chill. But yeah, usually collabs with like 4 people or more. I will need to know the people well. That's also why I can't watch collabs. Even when it's VTubers I like. Whenever there is a collab that like 3 people, I think to watch collabs, I think like 3 or 4 people is my max. It also depends on the collab and on the people, but you know, most of the people I watch when they do collabs, there's usually games and when they all end up like screaming and talking over each other, and I can't. It annoys me. It physically annoys me. It's not something I can help. It annoys me too. Let's go. Like I've said this, but like I even snap at my friends sometimes in voice chat when we're like playing together or like watching something, you know, and they won't shut up, and I just and at some point I just mute everyone, and I just need to be alone. It's hard to listen in with that many unless they're chill. Yeah, exactly. Try to track every conversation, but it's too much. Yeah. Don't play Lethal Company with a walkie-talkie because people are so loud on a walkie-talkie. I'll go find something else even if I love them. Yeah, no, exactly. I had that issue with Uruka. Like, you guys know I love Uruka. I don't watch her that much anymore, but mostly because I don't really watch that many streams anymore, unless they're going on during the day, during my day at work. In which sometimes I'll listen in, especially when there's the ones that are like, when they play story games that I want to know of. There's also a lot that I avoid because, you know, they play games that I want to play eventually, so I don't watch it. I'm oversteam and need quiet. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, even when I used to watch like every Uruka stream, I will not watch the collabs because, you know, I like much love to all the girls, but when they get together, I can't stand it. It's just like, no, it's too much for me. Don't play Lethal Company. Oh yeah, I read that. Funny you said that because I actually played like Lethal Company with friends and with the mod that more people can play. So it's been like 8 of us. But you know, we're all, I mean, not all of us, but we're also kind of the same on that aspect. So it doesn't really get noisy, and we actually use the walkie-talkie as intended. I hate being in collabs when everyone is loud. Yeah. Face collabs are a lot. I know the feeling. Some streamers that just don't like collabs, but the solo content is good. Yeah, exactly. And I say it also depends on who they're collabing with and what the collab is. Because, you know, if it's like a just chatting or something, that can be enjoyable. But usually when people are playing games, they get very loud. I don't get why. I don't understand it. why people loud? Just watching Solo Leveling. Oh, I've heard about that. But yeah, that's my experience with collab. I do want to do more collabs though. They're fun. But also, I'm on that fence of like, I want to do more collabs, but I don't really want to do that many because I have too many games to catch up on. So I'm like constantly like, ooh. I like the Lord Club, but that's my tism acting out. Yeah, no, I can't stand people. I can't stand people screaming constantly in my ears. It's mostly also because, you know, a lot of times I kind of watch, or especially my issue also with like collabs when I'm in collabs, that luckily it has not happened to me. But you know, that fear that I always had is because, you know, my uncomfortableness or like annoying thing, it increases with headphones because I have everyone screaming in my ears, like directly into my ears, and it just gets me grumpy. Member for next month, Lethal. It could be. I need to think what I will do this month. It's kind of late though. We could do Lethal or Buckshot Roulette again. Or good old classic Phasma. It makes sense. Yeah. But yeah. It honestly gets me grumpy, which is why I tend to avoid big things. I thought Buckshot was this month. Oh, we can do Buckshot this month again. That was really fun. Do a collab during April Fool's act hyper ganky and loud. I can't, man. I can't act that well. Member 1 month Monster Hunter. That could also be an option. I just need to see how many people have Monster Hunter. But if enough people have Monster Hunter, I could definitely do a member Monster Hunter. I can't remember how you add people into it. It's like a weird ass system. I don't understand multiplayer Monster Hunter. How to get together. It's just so showy to me. Which Monster Hunter? I mean, I have World and Rise, but I was thinking Wilds. It's okay, I will send you some Coca-Cola. What? What did Hakuya mean by this? Yeah, it's crossplay now. I love it. I love it because all my friends are PC users. And then there's me, the filthy console player. You know, I have one of them on the server wherein one of them keep making the PlayStation has no games joke. And I'm like, jokes on you, I play everything on PlayStation. just like silently. Monster Hunter has its internal lobby system, a lobby within a lobby. What the fuck? I do know you can get an ID lobby and people jump on. It's even more confusing because of crossplay. Yeah, crossplay tends to make things more confusing. Unless it's something that... Unless it's a game that in which you can just create a lobby and you know what, it gives you a code and then people join the lobby with that code. When anything is different than that, it just gets very complicated, especially for crossplay. You make a ROM code and people join in that. Okay, okay. I bought a PS5 for Monster Hunter. Yeah. Filthy console player indeed. As I said, I built a strong PC because I was like, okay, I'm gonna start my PC gamer era, so I don't have to worry about like getting new consoles anymore and whatnot. And here I am, years later, still a console player. I can't sit on my PC and play. I can't. It just does not feel the same. I was going to get it so my PC can work, but then I'll probably get it. Let's go! I'll probably do a poll or something next month to see how many people have it. And if we have like 4 more people, we could do Monty Hunty and you guys carry me because I am very bad Monty Hunty. Monster Hunter is that weird game for me because I enjoy it, but also I don't. Like, it's fun, but I find it very repetitive as well. And it kind of has a high skill ceiling for me. Wilds felt a bit easier, or a bit more approachable for me, a bit more easier in my hands. You have to lob the loop or you will fall the hell off. But like, yeah, it feel like it will, you know, it feel like it's fun with friends. It's the odd combination of accessible but also really sweaty. Yeah. It scratches that MMO raid boss feeling. Yeah, exactly. You know, it's like fun hunting like big monsters. And, you know, getting together and hunt big monsters. But that is kind of like all you do. You gotta hunt big monsters and get parts to get like better armor so you can hunt bigger monsters. and that's just kind of the loop. And eat them. You also eat the big monsters. Monster Hunter, what do you do? Take one guess. Man, I wonder what this game called Monster Hunter will be about. What do you mean, the game called Monster Hunter? It's about hunting monsters. Unbelievable. Shocking. But yeah, I mean, pretty much you get what the title says. You are a hunter and you monster hunt, and you hunt monsters. And then with the part you get from those monsters, you go and hunt other monsters. You're lying! I just hang out with Mad Cat in Monster Hunter, also very valid. Damn, I thought it was about farming. Literally, I will log off from friends and just jump into random low-level hunts to help a sprout with quests, even gearing down. Ah, that's cute though, that's sweet. I remember playing Monster Hunter 1 on my PSP, it has come a long way. It's a cooking game, in fact. If monster alive, kill. And that's pretty much the gameplay loop. But yeah, also for monster or for Monty Hunty connoisseurs. Also, yes, I call it Monty Hunty because my friends call it that. I heard, or like I've seen memes also, that is pretty much which one was it? Monster Hunter 4? With that, it was pretty much Monster Hunter 4. So people are calling it like Monster Hunter 4 2. Which I find it's really, I think it's really funny. There's a big adopt a hunter sense of helping sprouts kill things or get used to mechanics because people just love kill thing. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, that's sweet. You know, I kind of like that aspect, you know, going around with people. And I just really like the monsters. My girlfriend adopting me. There you go. I really like the monsters, like the monster designs, the way they move, you know, I think they're really well made. And just sort of attracts me to the game. But also, like, all you do is kill monsters. I really need to play the Monster Hunter stories in which you actually keep the monsters like as pets or something. The armors are really cool also, yeah. Well, it feels so much better than World. It does! When I played the beta, I remember, I was like, wow! This looks great, and it doesn't feel as clunky as World. I had a lot of fun with World too, but it never stopped like feeling clunky to me. But that's also because I'm when it comes to like action games, I really like my fast-paced movements. So I'm really bad with games take a more realistic approach to like wave, or like how your character will move with like their big ass weapon and whatnot. But I felt like Wilds had a better balance in between both. So now if you pick heavy weapons, you will move slower. But if you pick not the so heavy weapons, you'll be faster. The scenario getting added into World generally made me pop off since 4 was the first game I played, and that was one of the signature mods in that game. Oh. And we might get so much satisfaction with the weapons and combos, yeah. Well, it feels better, but if only it was optimized on PC. Hopefully it'll be optimized on release. It's because it's pick up and put down friendly. Yeah. War was a lot less clunky than earlier games. The Rangers only play that, MAYUSHIII will hit endgame and then goof about and help each other. Yeah. Well, this is slow but better controls. War was still in the same engine as was used in Resident Evil 5, so they still had the clunkiness from such an old engine. Drive-bys on dragons. Oh yeah, you can ride and fight. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Monster Hunter is like a full price game, so that's why if I play it with members, I will need to ask first like how many people had it. They have 12 days to optimize it now. No, they've been optimizing it since the last beta. Well, ribbon is yours weapon as long as you learn where you should be. Sword, tail cut, blunt face. Yeah, they've been working on it. The beta they did now, I think this was just a way of being like, oh, people like the beta and want to play more. You know, we'll put it out for you again with some extra content. But it's actually they said it too. It's not the optimize. It doesn't have any optimizations they've been working on, and it's basically the same like build as the first time. So they were like, you know, it's gonna have all the same issues as the first one, as the first beta, because it is not a different version. It just has some extra stuff. See ya, spirit. So yeah, they've been working on it, and we'll see. We'll see how it comes out. I mean, I play on console anyway, so it's not like I mind. It's not like I care. It's not my issue. I didn't really have issues in... What the fuck did I play it on? I don't remember. I think I played on PS5. Or did I play it on Xbox? I don't remember. One of the two. I might get it for Xbox now, though, only because my Xbox has more space than my PlayStation 5. Because I have not managed to install the new SSD on my PS5. I need to fucking get a Dremel and break that shit. The RE Engine game seems like it has problems with PC. Huh. Interesting. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, they said they've been working on it. I don't think any of my friends had that many issues. But I remember there were people having issues on PCs. But I'm pretty sure they said they've been working on it and like also optimizing movement and stuff that some people didn't like. Like the... How's it called? The hitback? No, not the hitback, the stop frame? Something like that. You know how... Kind of like how your character don't move after hitting with a weapon. Depending on the weight of it. So it's like you can kind of feel the weight of the impact. Where's the full screen for this? I forgot. There. The hit stun. Yeah. I think it was a hit stun. You know, it's mostly a feel thing because I remember I was talking to Kat about it because some friends also were talking about it. I really like to play with the bug stick. And some of my friends were saying how it felt like really flighty, like really flimsy. I think like it barely has any weight behind its attacks, because it didn't have like the hit stop, the hit stun. Or it had too little of it, so it didn't really feel like you landed like a big hit. Like your great sword is styrofoam. Yeah, Kat is a big Monty Hunting player. But anyway, let me check. I have some Discord messages. Wait a second. Dun, dun. Uh, uh, uh. All right. Ew, the insect glaive. What do you have with my bug stick? I played Claw Grip on PSP. You have no idea what I've seen. That sounds PTSD inducing. Imagine playing Metal Gear Peace Walker yourself for the Monster Hunter side-ups. You never know. I mean, the thing that made me want to try Monster Hunter was actually Horizon, because I had a lot of fun hunting the Thunderjaw back in Horizon Zero Dawn. So I was like, I kind of like hunting big monsters. Maybe I should try a Monster Hunter. But anyway, we're gonna jump into the game. Just give me a minute to grab some water. Alright, I'm back. I went to check on cats. Send you the claw grip so you can see what we suffer with. Okay, what's that? Oh! Oh yeah, I think I've seen that. Yeah, I think my But yeah, I've seen that. I've seen the mythical claw grip. Yeah, I think one of my friends also talk about it. Hello, Tenchi. I thought there was going to be a Monster Hunter stream with all this yapping about it. No, we're going to be playing Noah Cloud. We're going to finish in the Stated Club. Maybe finally, at last. But yeah, Monster Hunter with members could be a thing if enough people have it. Because also, I mean, as I said, I'm not gonna make people get it. It's like, it's a thing, like, if people have it, you know, if enough people have it, we can make it happen. But if not, it's like, you know, do not worry about it. Because I mean, also, I'm not gonna do it enough to make people. So like, I don't want people to get it, just to, like, play. Because it's not like it's gonna be a super regular thing, unless a lot of people actually play it, and it can become a more regular thing. That I should get Monster Hunter. You say, yeah, everyone should buy Monster Hunter Wilds. No. But alright, let's move on to Neural Cloud before it gets too late. We're almost at our hour of yapping, so you know we have done our yapping quota. It is time to read and suffer. You can force members to buy Peace Walker at gunpoint instead. The end of Il Sai Kangaroo. Yeah, let's go. Get the audio going also. Never mind, the audio is not going. Why is the audio not audioing? There we go. Is this audio speak up in the room with us? Yeah, it has returned now. It is back. So we're gonna go to the file room, operational record, major events, 2024, retrocausal Trie interference. And we were like almost at the end here. I think we did this one, but I'm gonna double check. I have a Trello for a reason. I am a very organized person now. Not this Trello, this other Trello. Neural Cloud. So yeah, we read... Oh yeah, we read the entire thing. Let me do the skip here so we get a little summary. Maybe. Oh no, yeah, we don't get a summary because this was a stage. Apparently. Yep. But this was basically when we see, you know, everything that Mayuri had to go through during their arrival to the oasis, how she was chased by sanctifiers, hit on Riku's track, got infected by the entropy there, then got entropized, and started hallucinating, after the sanctifiers killed Kurisu. Then basically destroyed the oasis and killed everyone with the entropy before she woke up and realized what was actually going on and what she had done. And then went back, sent a message to her past self, basically telling her to not do what she did. So do not hide and do not call for help. So she will basically be taken care of right away by the sanctifier, so then she wouldn't get infected or she wouldn't get dragged anyone down with her. So basically she sacrificed herself for everyone else. And of course Okabe is not having any of that, so we're gonna see now if they manage to resolve that. So we go to A0, Stage 2, Stardust of the Dark Abyss. If you reach out, you can probably touch that star. It has 3 parts, so let's see. The writing was on point with her character. Yeah, the writing on this event has been amazing. Let's see. Part 1. In other words, this email was sent by the Mayuri from that world, with the very last bit of her free will after being entropized. Correct. That will explain Mayuri's actions. Thanks to her, we're all able to stand here safely. She really is a strong girl. Damn it, why did Mayuri have to go through all that pain? A communicator alert suddenly fills the room.
Sorry to interrupt you, Professor. The entropic offensive has suddenly intensified. Their power is on a whole new level now. Professor, we need you back on the battlefield to lead us.
Persicaria's frantic tone reminds me of the scenes I experienced in other war lines. Baptized in flames, ravaged and broken. In all the war lines, the Oasis had to pay a grievous price before achieving victory. Are they being led by entropized Mayuri? Persicaria's goes silent. The answer is evident, even without being said. I love that now, this is a serious moment. You can tell, because he called her by name, instead of Cat Girl number 2. Which is how is how he's been calling her all this time.
Okabe, are you alright?
No, he's not. He's not alright. If we follow the same pattern as previous war lines, then Kurisu will also... I shake my head. I mustn't waste Mayuri's sacrifice. I won't let any of this happen. Comrade, let me meet Mayuri. I have some things to tell her in person.
The front lines are straying to breaking point now. Okabe, it won't be easy to make it happen.
What is this alright you speak of? I don't know her. Actually, I have a plan when it comes to that. I lay out my intentions to everyone.
That's insane. Okabe, what you're doing is suicide. I have to agree with Kurisu. Your idea is too risky. Too many things are out of your control, and there aren't enough ways to guarantee your safety.
But... So they rejected the plan after all. I know this is a crazy plan, but I can't think of any other way to save Mayuri. Comrade,
In order to refine Okabe's plan, we'll need to take the differences in our respective strength into consideration as well. Yeah, if we want to make a chance for Okabe to meet Mayuri alone, we'll have to draw off their main force. To that end, I suggest deploying... You guys... Didn't you already decide to meet Mayuri? Although I only met her for a short time in this world line, for some reason, I can't remember the times when I was laughing and smiling with her. Mayuri is an important person to you, isn't she? Yes, she's my precious, irreplaceable hostage. In that case, you have to meet her. Comrade, I'll do my best to make your plan work out. Okabe, please say Mayuri. Honestly, you guys are crazy too. But of course, I am Hoin Kiyoma, he who peers into chaos, shatters the ruling order of the world, the insane mad scientist. And I will take Mayuri back from their clutches. I love when he goes crazy like that, but with heroic speeches. It reminds me a lot also of Saint Gate Zero. Saint Gate Zero was so good. Okay, part 2. Same section. B team, fall back. C team, take over and push forward. Right, make a breach. Okabe. Got it. Nyom. I charge forward, taking down the entropics blocking my path while they're regrouping and breaking through their encirclement. The moment I break through, the surroundings seem to go silent. Not far away, I see Mayuri holding her hand up to the sky, as though she's trying to catch a beam of light that doesn't exist. Mayuri, I'm here for you. She slowly turns to look at me, with the same gentle smile on her face, and once again holds out her hand to me.
You're here at last, Ocarine. Mayushi's waited for so long. Ocarine, come be Mayushi's friend.
Damn it. Even though I steel myself for this beforehand, actually seeing Mayuri's purple eyes makes my heart ache like it's been clamped in a vice. The sprite work is so cool also. I'm sorry, Mayuri. I quietly apologize to Mayuri for all the things I couldn't do for her and for what I'm about to do to her next. Mayuri, I have something important to tell you.
Ocarine has something important to tell Mayushi? Go ahead! Mayushi will always listen to Ocarine, no matter what Ocarine says.
She tucks her hand behind her back and looks at me, still smiling. Upon saying this, I slowly approach Mayuri, both to close the distance to her and to negotiate with her. Mayuri, can you leave the oasis, along with all these entropics?
Why does Ocarine want Mayushi to do that?
Just because these monsters are wrecking the oasis. Because of these entropics, my comrade and his friends have to fight and get hurt.
Hurt?
Yes. Mayuri, you don't want to see people get hurt, do you? In that case, why not leave the oasis with entropics? Can you do that?
Mayushi can't do that, even if Ocarine asks.
There is no hesitation in her reply. Didn't you say you'd do anything I say?
Did Mayushi say that?
Yes, you just did, you did.
Mayushi doesn't remember, but I guess Mayushi must have since Ocarine says so. But I'm sorry, Mayushi can't do that, even if Ocarine asks.
There is an upset look on Mayuri's face.
Okarine's words are confusing Mayushi. Why does Ocarine want Mayushi to leave? Is Ocarine unhappy to see Mayushi?
No, that's not what I mean. But the truth is, you only care about me, right, Mayuri? So I'll go with you. But in exchange, can you keep the other entropics from approaching the oasis?
Why? Don't you want everyone to be happy, Ocarine?
We can discuss that later. Mayuri, why don't you consider my proposal? If you're okay with it, I can go with you right now. Mayuri began thinking about what I said. I used this opportunity to close the distance to her. I'm just a few steps away. If I can just get a little closer.
No can do, Ocarine. Although Mayushi really likes Okarine's idea, Mayushi can't do it. Mayushi wants everyone to be as happy and free as Mayushi. So sorry, but no, Ocarine.
I see. Well, being shut down was within my expectations, but I didn't expect Mayuri to respond so quickly. Although my comrade and Kurisu were strongly against it, I'll have to go with the original plan. Well done, lab mem number 002 MAYUSHIII. You have splendidly completed the task I have given you. Be it struggles or pain, you have overcome them all. I expected nothing less of my hostage. Mayu's smile slowly vanishes, and her eyes cloud over.
Hostage?
Oh yes, MAYUSHIII is holding Kyuma's hostage. She has always been. That scene is so vivid, every detail so clear in my mind, that whenever I repeat the words I said then, it's as though I were back in the past again. I won't let you go anywhere. I won't let anyone take you anywhere. Because you're my hostage, Mayuri. You're a living sacrifice for my human experiments. I will never, ever let you escape. Mayuri's eyes light up and a smile blooms on her face. The tears also come streaming down.
Mayushi is so happy to hear you say that, Ocarine. After getting Okarine's mail, Mayushi did her best to keep her mouth shut and not make a sound, no matter what happened. When those robots hit me, when Mayushi ran while biting back the pain, when that crate of purple stuff exploded. Even though it was so hard to bear, even though it was so gross and so painful Mayushi wanted to faint, Mayushi did her best not to go back to the lab either.
Huge tears fall from Mayuri's eyes. This BGM is so strong.
Was Mayushi a good hostage?
Guilt tears at my heart. The Mayuri before me is so sad and pathetic that it makes me want to hug her tightly. Yes, thank you, Mayuri. You made a great contribution to my entropization research. I step forward again and spread my arms. So come, entropize me. Let me feel this insane and mighty power.
Ocarine, are you finally willing to become Mayushi's friend?
What are you saying, Mayuri? From the moment you became my comrade, we were inseparable, and so it shall be from this moment on. There is not a single falsehood in that sentence. However, that statement only covers that particular sentence.
Mayushi's so touched. Go, Upa! Go and convert Ocarine!
The entropic by Mayuri's feet begins crawling toward me. Oh, hold on! Shouldn't you be the one doing it in person, Mayuri?
Don't you like Upa, Ocarine?
No, not at all. I was just... that's right, I simply wanted it to be done in a way appropriate to an insane mad scientist like me. So come, Mayuri, entropize me yourself.
You're acting so spoiled, Ocarine. Oh well, I guess Mayushi has no choice.
What is he cooking? The girl slowly approaches me, the gentle smile still on her face.
Ocarine, are you nervous? You're gushing sweat, you know?
I'm just scared of pain.
Oh, I see. Well, this may hurt just a little bit, okay? Mayushi will try to be gentle. Just bear with the pain and you can be as free as Mayushi. I'm going to start, okay? Bear with it, Ocarine, and the pain will fly far, far away.
Before I can answer, an intense pain is pressed from my gut. It is Mayuri's hand. The girl's hand effortlessly rips through my flesh and pours dangerous liquid entropy directly into my body. The pain and the muscle twitching intensify, like ants crawling along my blood vessels through my entire body and gnawing at every single inch of my skin. A scorching sensation and dizziness fill my mind. Purple veins pulse in and out of existence in my field of vision, burrowing into the corners of my eyes, which no longer have any tears left to shed. A terrible ecstasy wells up in my heart. As I cower from it, it already has me completely in its control and has transformed me into a puppet of desire. Kurisu and my comrade were right to be worried. The ecstasy of improvisation is not something humans can withstand with willpower alone. That was why they condemned my plan as rash. Oh. Looks like I messed up. I overestimated myself. I'm sorry, Kurisu. I'm sorry, my comrade. My consciousness fades as joy intensifies. Everything I've cherished until now, from the oasis to the other lab mems, all the people who are precious to me, they're not that precious anymore, are they? That's right. Let's all get entropized. Once we're all entropized, there'll be no more problems. Yes.
The entropization is done, Ocarine. How do you feel?
I feel great! I've never felt freer than I do now. I was wrong. Who would have known entropization would feel so great? Come and see. The world is in the hands of I, Hoin Kiyoma. Mayuri, you're the best. Oh, an hour. Who would have thought being entropized wasn't a good idea? I pat Mayuri's shoulder and look at the oasis as the flames of war consume it.
Mayushi thinks so too. Now Ocarine is Mayushi's friend. Next, we'll add everyone else from the lab. Ocarine, shall we start with Kurisu-chan or Daru-kun? Ah, or why don't we pick the professor first? As long as... Ocarine?
Mayuri's eyes go wide. A look of disbelief on her face. She's looking at my hand, which has just delivered an attack straight to her vitals. I'm sorry, Mayuri. The you in this world probably doesn't know this, but... I show her something I've been hiding inside my coat. This is an entropization suppressor. And the attack just now came from this termination command that's used to destroy oneself. They are precious things I learned during my countless shifts from one world line to another. Thanks to them, I could fool you, find my way to your side, and deliver this attack.
Ocarine.
Mayuri's body slowly keels over backward, right into my arms. I'm sorry, Mayuri. I can't be your friend. Pain burns through my body, but compared to what Mayuri suffered, it is nothing at all. Suddenly, I hear Mayuri speaking in a calm, nonchalant voice.
So all this was a scheme by Ocarine? Mayushi's sad. So sad. It hurts.
Mayuri grasps my hand and slowly gets to her feet. She's so strong I can hardly believe it. I could no longer stand, given the pain and dizziness. Mayuri grasps me and lays me in her arms. Mayuri, the guilt inside me prevents me from going on. Each time I pay back what I owe Mayuri. However, the expected pain doesn't come. Mayuri simply leans forward and gently strokes my cheek.
But you know, since it's Ocarine, it can't be helped. Because Mayushi is Okarine's hostage, after all.
Mayuri, no! Before I can react, the Yoshi's dolls surround me protectively. Mayuri sees me off with a gentle smile, just like before. Perhaps it's to ease her pain, or to calm herself down, but Mayuri takes a deep breath. And then, she mutters to herself while looking to the edges of the sky.
Be good and wait, okay? It'll all be over soon.
What will be over soon? What will be over soon? Also, I just realized my echoey thingy, it's not working, so I'm just gonna close my audio mixer for a second and open it again. So if the sound dies for a second or two, you know why. I just realized I don't have a delete button anymore. Damn it, I'll have to do it manually. There we go. And now it's working. Yeah. All right. So let's go to the third one. There is the sound of a gunshot, and Mayuri's body falls like a kite whose string had been cut and hits the ground. Go, Okabe. Saying so, my comrade instructs the dolls to clear a path for me. I don't know how I reached her, or how I came to hold her in my arms. I only remember her body being covered in wounds and bloodstains, so slender and so cold. I only remember that her eyes had lost their mad purple hue and were glassy and faded.
Ocarine? Is that you, Ocarine?
Oh no, she's transparent. Her hands are reaching around. As the improvisation fades away, her skin becomes as fragile as paper, easily torn by the sharp pebbles on the ground. Operans flow out, as red as blood. She doesn't seem to register any pain as she continues to feel around on the ground. I grip her cold hands tightly. Mayuri, I'm here.
I found you at last. Ocarine, your hands are so warm.
Mayuri.
Say, listen to me, Ocarine. Mayushi feels like Mayushi had a long dream. Mayushi doesn't remember what happened in the dream. only that it was very scary. Mayushi ran and ran during the dream, but Mayushi never found out where Mayushi was running to. But just when Mayushi was about to give up, Okarin's voice guided and saved Mayushi. That's why I'm glad that I could see Okarin after I woke up.
The body in my arms starts to fade away. I bite back my tears and force the words out from where they're stuck in my throat. It's okay. I'll always be with you, Mayuri.
Okarin, are you still there?
I'm here. I told you, I'll always be here.
Mayushi's so happy. Say, Okarin, what time is it?
Why are you asking all of a sudden?
That's because Mayushi needs to head down to Friday's place. I'll be late for work now. Mayushi won't be able to keep the promise Mayushi made to Friday's-chan. And after Mayushi gets off work, Mayushi wants to go shopping with Luka-kun. Yeah, and of course Kurisu-chan will be there too. Daru-kun asked Mayushi to buy stuff, so I mustn't forget. If it's too late, it'll all be sold out. Will Daru-kun get mad? Okarin, you want Dr. P, right? This time, Mayushi won't forget.
Tears drip down from my cheeks onto Mayuri's body.
Okarin, are you crying? I'm sorry. Mayushi's been causing problems for Okarin since the beginning.
An apologetic smile spreads across Mayuri's face, and then she slowly closes her eyes in what seems like relief.
Mayushi's getting really sleepy now. Mayushi can't keep her eyes open. But if Mayushi sleeps now, Mayushi won't be able to keep her promise with everyone.
It's alright. It is still a long time before you're due to meet them. When the time comes, I'll wake you up. So go ahead and sleep.
Really? Then Mayushi will take a short nap.
Yeah, don't worry. Just sleep. Even if you're a little late, Lukaku, the assistant, or the others, none of them will be mad at you. And Daru, you know he's not the kind of who gets angry over things like this. Everyone will forgive you.
I see. That's great. Mayushi feels so relieved. But that just makes Mayushi feel sleepier.
Mayuri's voice grows softer and softer. Just then, a ray of light pierces the endless clouds and shines on the land below. There is no scientific explanation for this phenomenon, this miracle, unique to her and her alone, once again descends upon her. As though in response, Mayuri slowly raises her hand, and as the light fades, it slowly falls back down. Mayuri closes her eyes.
Good night, Okarin.
Good night, Mayuri.
I'm not crying, you are. Mika really said, yo, we can kill a lot of innocent girls in this collab. Let's fucking go. How dare they? Alright. Part 3. Arc of Endless Samsara. The key to ending this suffering has always been in your hands. We're almost at the end. And we can do it multiple times! Yay!
My head is heavy, my muscles ache, and the burning sensation has started spreading from my belly to the rest of my body. Ugh.
Ocarine.
The one bright point in this lonely realm is Mayuri's voice gently calling out to me.
Mayuri, are you right? With amazingly beautiful CGs, and we can use the stain-scale BGM, which is heartbreaking. Woohoo! You know, everyone's celebrating at Mika offices as you wrote the more heart-wrenching stuff. Mayuri, are you right?
Mayuri is standing beside a cliff. The wind stirs up the hem of her skirts, as though she's going to be consumed by the darkness at any moment.
Mayuri, it's dangerous there. Come back quick.
Mayuri merely shakes her head.
Look back, Ocarine.
I turn to look in the direction where she's gazing. I see countless corpses of Kurisu along the road that I took here. I'm sorry, Okabe. You shouldn't have to bear this kind of pain. I'm sure you wouldn't be able to terminate me, Okabe.
No.
It's alright, Ocarine. It's all in the past.
Mayuri's gentle words pull me from my painful memories.
That's why you need to cherish the present and the chance to live with everyone. That way, Mayushi will be happy too.
Mayuri's voice grows more and more distant. Her body slowly falls backward, about to become one with the darkness.
Goodbye, Ocarine.
I wake from the icy depths of my dreams. The tears stream down my face after I've just said a long goodbye.
Okabe-nisan, you're awake at last. Kyoma, are you alright, Nya?
The moment I open my eyes, the familiar figures are already by my side.
It's been a while since Fires appeared. Where is this? Oh, relax, you two. Don't look down on the willpower of a mad scientist. More importantly, Lukaku, Ferris, are you two okay? What's the over-under on them solving all this by preventing the collapse from happening? That would be amazing, honestly.
We're fine. There's a guy someplace us in the rear. Ferris and I weren't hurt.
I see.
More importantly, are you alright, Nya, Kyoma? You look like you were bitten by a giant mutant radioactive gecko or something.
What do you mean, giant mutant radioactive gecko? While I mock her comment in my heart, I can't help but look down at my torso. Although it's already been swatted in thick layers of bandages, I can still see traces of blood and some mysterious purple liquid soaking through them. That, combined with the huge improvisation suppressor around my neck, must make me look like a real mess. No wonder Lukaku and Faris were so worried about me.
Relax, this is a badge of honor for surviving Ragnarok.
I hoist myself up, planning to prove I'm fine with a big laugh. But my movements stop distorting my wound and I end up deflating in a series of coughs and wheezes.
Honestly, you really are forgetful, aren't you?
Kurisu walks over from the corner of the room to my side. Despite the lashing from her sharp tongue, the way she pats my back is very gentle indeed.
So that's where you were, Christina.
Christina was super worried about you, Kyoma. She was waiting for you to wake up, Nya. After all, it was Christina who dragged Kyoma back from the battlefield.
Christina.
Yeah, Makise-san was really concerned about Okabe-san. What? Wait, it's not what you think.
Kurisu's face immediately turns a bright red.
I just didn't want to see someone die in front of me.
Kurisu, thank you.
While your wound has been bandaged and the improvisation suppressor is running fine, you were still hurt really badly. You'd better rest for a bit.
Kurisu turns away from my gaze. Honestly, she just can't spit it out, no matter what world line she's in. Kurisu, you... Just as I'm about to speak, I am interrupted by a news broadcast from the Oasis. Standing out among the list of casualties is Mayuri. Feels like the pain I went through wasn't just a nightmare. I guess I have no choice but to accept this reality.
Kyoma.
Faris looks like she's about to say something, but in the end, she bites her lip like Luca with a sad look on her face. I want to console them, but I don't even know where to begin. A sinister silence was spread through my ward. Then, the sound of a door opening breaks the silence.
Is Okabe up? Professor, did you rush away after hearing the news, Nya?
Yep, everyone in the Oasis is worried about Okabe. Comrade, how go things? Upon seeing my comrade, I let slip the most pressing issue on my mind. They look at me and I smile, one that is loaded with a mixture of emotions.
After Mayuri passed away, the remaining entropics were briefly stunned due to a lack of leadership. We used this opportunity to wipe them all out. As such, the Oasis losses were far below expectations. Apart from basic opera expenditures and injuries to a portion of our agents, nobody was killed and no buildings were entropized. All this was thanks to you and Mayuri. The battle is over.
So the battle is over, then. I mutter those words to myself. And then I hear the sound of quiet sniffling.
I'm sorry, Okabe-san. I'm sorry. I was determined not to cry, but...
Faris gently embraces Lukaku.
Faris won't stop you. If you must, then cry, Lucania.
The word echoes with the sounds of Lukaku's heart-wrenching wails. A victory founded on Mayuri's sacrifice is no victory at all. But the outcome we reach is the best one out of all the war lines I've been to before this. Upon realizing that, I almost collapsed from a wave of fatigue and pain.
Okabe.
Kurisu's hands are a blur as she moves to support me. In all the countless war lines before this, the Oasis suffered heavily in their battle with the Entropics, but this time they were finally spared that outcome. Similarly, Kurisu was spared the fate of death. The hands holding tightly onto mine are the best proof of that.
Okabe, I have something to tell you. Kurisu, you can stay, but could the rest of you step out for a bit?
My comrade's face is very severe. Faris and Lukaku blink and exchange looks, then they nod and exit the ward. Kurisu bites her lip, as though she knows what's going to happen next. Upon seeing how grim they both look, my heart, which had only just relaxed, immediately tenses up again. What's the matter, comrade? Did something happen again?
No. This time, it concerns you, Okabe.
Oh no, did they not heal him in time?
In the previous battle, Mayuri infected you with the entropy. Do you still remember? Oh, I see. Well, this might hurt just a little bit, okay? Mayushii will try to be gentle. Just bear with the pain and you can be as free as Mayushi. I'm going to start, okay? Bear with it, Ocarine, and the pain will fly far, far away.
Before I can answer, an intense pain spreads from my gut. It's Mayuri's hand. The girl's hand effortlessly rips through my flesh and pours dangerous... Okay. Of course I remember. That pain and the guilt I feel about Mayuri, it will be engraved in my heart for the rest of my life. The truth is, your wounds back then were very serious. While we performed emergency treatment on them right away, we couldn't fully halt the entropization. The fact that you didn't pass out on the spot and held on until the end of the battle, it can only be described as a miracle. Back then, Mayuri was the only thing I could think about. There was no room in my mind for pain. It was only after Mayuri vanished that I fainted. However, this miracle came at a price. As a human being, you use operas in a completely different way from how dolls do. Normal treatment methods are not suitable for use on you. Even now, all we can do is delay your rate of entropization. So you're saying that my entropization is incurable, and all that's left for me is to slowly go mad. Is it?
You can't give up so soon, right? Rashida and Anasan have been working night and day on analyzing the relevant program structure. They might be able to find a new way soon. Otherwise, it will be too sad.
Oh, assistant, I knew this would happen.
Okabe.
Oi, don't make that kind of face. Isn't this the best kind of ending for a mad scientist? This oasis has our lab and the friends we made here. As long as Darwin and you are around, you'll be able to return to our original world, so don't worry. I do my best to keep my tone as normal as possible. Everything went just as planned. This is the fate of the mad scientist who rules the world.
One.
Was that supposed to actually be a 1, or was something supposed to be there?
You big idiot. How can you even laugh at a time like this? You're going to die! You're going to vanish from this world!
I know, which is why I said that it's my choice.
Why do you and Mayuri have to sacrifice your lives? Why is it that this is the outcome after all these countless worldline shifts? I don't want you and Mayuri to go like this. I don't.
This is the first time I've seen tears streaming down her strong, stubborn face.
I won't let you give up like this. It isn't just me. Nobody in the lab wants to live in a world without you in it.
Kurisu. I hold Kurisu's shoulder, forcing her to look up and look me in the eye. It's because I've shifted so many times that I realize how much of a price was needed to reach this war line, where everyone is alive and the oasis is safe. I chose to sacrifice Mayuri and stay in this war line. Therefore, it's only natural that I live with the consequences of doing so. Like my comrade said, there are no do-overs in life. That's why humans know how precious life is. Why they have the strength to face misfortune and suffering and carry on. She's crying. I need to actually get better at doing subs. Don't cry, Kurisu. Mayuri and I will be glad as long as you and the others are happy. That just makes it worse, Okabe. My comrade has to step up to my side at some point.
It isn't time to give up yet. Everyone will hate themselves if you die just like that. And I don't want to see a future like that.
It's alright. As time passes, everyone will slowly forget me.
So you're just going to accept your fate? Is that it? This isn't Okabe, no? As a mad scientist,
Even if you can't change the world, shouldn't you at least try to fight your fate? How can you give up just like that? Didn't you insist on changing the war lines, even after falling countless times to find me in the end? Go on, tell me that this is the choice of a Steins Gate one more time. Go on, say it. Kuriso's words trail off into a sob. But I don't know what I should do. We tried so many times, negated all the emails, all to reach this war, which is arguably the best of the lot. Even so, it all ends in death and tragedy. Rather than create more suffering, why don't we just leave the world as it is? So you're just going to let Mayuri die then? As if! I raised my voice without thinking. I can still feel the sensation of Mayuri's body on my hand when she disappeared. How could I do that? I will do anything to save Mayuri. But the wind suddenly blows from outside the window and interrupts me. It carries a familiar object into my arms. I recognize it. I recognize the owner of this hat. How did the hat survive? We're not gonna think about that. Mayuri. The same way you let Mac. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Doug, you need to auto-ban yourself for that. How dare you? Naturally, the hat does not answer me. After being ravaged by bullets and battle, it is a ragged thing. However, its owner still smiles gently like before, silently encouraging us. The tears are already falling by the time I come to my senses. A kind voice speaks from beside me. I believe a war line where everyone is happy exists out there somewhere. That was the belief that Rintaro Okabe once instilled in me. Okabe, tell us everything you know. The professor and I will work with you to find a solution. You've already taken too much onto your own shoulders. The professor and I, and the Yuri, we will all stand with you. Okabe, let me become your true comrade. As I see Kuriso and my comrade reach their hands out to me, I feel my nose stuffing up. They're right. I guess after fighting for so long by myself, the strain of fatigue must have gotten to me and kept me from thinking straight. But now, I still have friends who can fight with me. Even if I can't do it anymore, I can still entrust the future to them. In order to hide my embarrassment, I take out my cell phone and press it to my ear. Yeah, it's me. That's right, everything's going as planned. They've been fooled by my acting and have pledged to follow me forever. In that case, I too shall fight with them to the very end. This is a choice of a Steins Gate. El Sai Kongru. He's such a nerd. Love and cope. After putting the phone down, I look at the two of them. They have a determined look in their eyes. Oh, comrade and assistant, since you have decided to pledge yourself to me, you must be ready. Because after this, no matter what, you must stand with this ruler of chaos and battle the will of the world to the bitter end. That's Okabe, no? We've long since been ready for this. Now then, let the operation begin. Come. The way to the Retrocausal Interference Warline, or RI for short, must surely lie in the memories of the past. Woo! Name drop! Beautiful. God, I love Steins Gate.
I say while playing Narrow Cloud. This truly just feels like a Steins Gate visual novel. It's great. 10 out of 10 IGN, haha. Now we go to the next one. This is a stage, so again with the stages, the story sections might feel kind of weird because there's probably battles in between. But let's go. Reverse extrapolated street theater. We put on a show for the world, not to earn Destiny's pity, but to deceive its eyes. Ooh, 10 parts, 11 parts, 14 parts. Okay. I'm guessing these are like in between battles though. Probably. We'll see. So we start with one. Yeah, so they're probably in between battle. I mean, yeah, no, when this happens, they're in between battle, but I can't remember the stage exactly. Now then, let's organize what we know about their current situation.
We're gonna lie down for now. I helped sort out what happened in each war line, according to what you said. This way, we can categorize them and try to figure out the convergence of the war line, as well as the conditions for it to take place. Let's start with the war line where you first woke up. For easy reference, we'll call it the A war line.
Oh yeah, I think this is when I had to start like guessing things. And I was like completely blinded by it since I had not been reading, and I was like, oh shit, where do I pick?
Indeed. After war line shift because Anasan fixed the antique computer, or crossover time should have been brought forward too. Then we'll call the war line where the antique computer was completed ahead of time the B war line. Bringing forward the crossover time caused a big change in the B war line compared to the A war line.
I'm gonna call them Alpha and Beta, you know, instead of A and B.
Looks like bringing forward the crossover time spared Mayuri the fate of being entropized and allowed her to successfully meet up with everyone else. In turn, the one who was entropized ended up being Riko-san instead. Did you send any emails after that?
Yes. In order to prevent Lukaku's Samidare from being broken, I sent an email to inform you to tell Kimiya and Erika that Lukaku was a guest of the Oasis.
That will prevent Kimiya and Erika from thinking of Luka as an enemy and fighting him. I see why you wanted to send that email.
However, I then tried to revoke that email too, because... Oh yeah, so basically you kind of need to put together everything that has been going on.
If Erika and Kimiya knew Luka was a guest of the Oasis, then even if the security detector didn't go off, they would have assumed that it was part of the course. And because the detector didn't work, the Oasis couldn't respond immediately to the following entropic incursion. After that, the situation got worse and worse. Perhaps that was a kind of butterfly effect. However, I feel bad about Luka losing his beloved sword.
Samidare might be a precious treasure that allows him to use the Seishin Sanma school techniques, but it only costs 980 yen. I'll make sure to apologize to Lukaku and then buy a substitute sword for him. I'm sure Lukaku will understand.
Well, if you have an image of it, the Oasis can make it. So in this war line, the Oasis was still attacked by entropics.
Yes. Their leader was the Enterprise Riku.
Looks like the subsequent events didn't change much. In that case, we'll call this warline the B2 warline, then. According to what I know of Okabe, in the B2 warline, you should have sent another email after defusing the conflict with Luka, right?
Yes. After all, I didn't know just how much damage that email will do. After I found Faris, I sent another email. To tell them that the shipment will be late, I remember. But after sending the email to urge Riku to deliver the shipment earlier, everything before me changed.
This became a sea of blood and fire, right?
Yes. I didn't think that email would have led to such a disastrous outcome. Kurisu,
Kurisu even got enterprised and died.
Is that right? At the very least, I'm still alive and well right now.
After that, I sent many emails, but nothing I did could change that outcome. It was only when Mayuri urged me to send a new email to cancel out the one bringing the shipment forward that I met Kurisu again in the Oasis base. Even so, the Kurisu in that worldline still died afterwards.
I see. In that case, we'll designate the worldline where Rico brings the shipment forward as the B3 worldline. After nullifying the email to return to the B2 worldline, you then negated the first and second emails to return to the A worldline.
That's right. After returning to the A worldline, the Oasis was once again at peace.
In that case, it seems the B, B2, and B3 worldlines have a different convergent outcome than the A worldline.
All this nerd talk. Look at these three nerds talking. Unlike in the B, B2, and B3 worldlines, Rico in the A worldline was not entropized, and the Oasis back then was not attacked by the entropics.
According to Rico-san, she wasn't entropized because her cargo was confiscated by the Sanctifiers. After summing up all her previous experiences, you can be certain of the source of the entropization.
Rico's cargo.
Correct. The seed of entropization was in the shipment Rico was sending to the Oasis. In the B worldlines, the container with the seed of entropization inside it was damaged by accident, which entropized Rico. And in the A worldline, Mayuri was chased by the Sanctifiers and hid inside Rico's cargo bed. The Sanctifiers stopped her vehicle and chased Rico away to impound her cargo. After tangling with the Sanctifiers, Mayuri damaged the entropized container and got entropized in turn.
Still, there's one thing that bothers me. Why was there a seed of entropization in the Fox Girls shipment? Oh, hey! Interesting! We played inverted mode and resonance, but it's interesting that they will put this here. Inverted mode and resonance was the one with Eosporus taking the form of Eos, and Nasira, and Sol with her cool Kamen Rider look. Where one of Rico's like pupils, you could say, like another fox girl, was also entropized and then was taken by the Sanctifiers. So very interesting. Do I wish to see them? Yes. Ranko, that was her name.
We encountered a trader called Ranko in the Burbank sector. In order to change the trader's harsh living conditions, she chose to work with entropics. We defeated her back then, but it looked like the entropics are still active among the traders. I see. Looks like Rico-san had a hard life too. So we have to save her from being entropized. So it seems the A worldline is relatively peaceful. But I'd like to ask what happened to Mayuri in the A worldline.
I didn't see Mayuri in the A worldline. Much like this one, you and I went to the outskirts of the Oasis to ask the Sanctifiers about Mayuri. According to them, they cleansed an entropized irregular agent. That was probably Mayuri.
In the A worldline, was the entropized shipment destroyed by the Sanctifiers too?
Correct.
Wait a minute. The entropized Mayuri and the seed of entropization were both destroyed by the Sanctifiers. That means there should be no subsequent entropic invasion for the Oasis in the A worldline. Because all the possibilities for entropization were destroyed. Looks like we made some progress. In the A worldline, Okabe lives and the Oasis doesn't get attacked by the entropy. It's better than now, at least.
But it's all at the cost of Mayuri's life. We still couldn't save her.
Yes. Mayuri took the eruption of the seed of entropization onto herself. Then the Sanctifiers eliminated her. And in doing so, she saved everyone. There has to be a way to save Mayuri as well.
Okabe, Kurisu, let's keep working on this. Even if we can't do anything about it at the moment. We've reached a vital conclusion. I have the feeling that we're closer to the answer now. After sending the next email, I arrive at the war line where we are now. Let's call it the A0 war line. I sent it to try and save Mayuri, and I address it to my comrade. Yes, I remember that email. Since emails are limited to 36 characters, and I didn't know who Mayuri was back then, I'm sure you must have thought heavily about the contents of that email. Well, it was mainly you who did it. Being able to send that email at all was all thanks to you, Okabe. Let's get back on point. Anyway, after that, the events as described by the professor took place. Yes, I lured the Sanctifiers away, but found that Mayuri had already gone missing. My guess is that she was already Enterprised by then and chose to leave. And after the Enterprise Mayuri escaped the Sanctifier's pursuit, she managed to lead an entropic ore to attack the Oasis. That email might have led to a worse outcome, but at least we know what happened to Mayuri now. There is one more war line, the very first one, which none of us knew about. The O war line. In this war line, unknown to anyone, Mayuri went through unimaginable suffering. Which is the one we saw last time. And so, in that situation, Mayuri sent an email to her past self using Okabe's phone. She was so much stronger than she looked. We mustn't leave Mayuri all by herself. Now we sorted out all the war lines. O, A0, A, B, B2, and B3, for a total of 6 war lines. From this, our task is clear. How to simultaneously avoid several war line convergences that lead to disaster. But these two convergent results are contradictory. In the A0 and A war lines, it was because of Mayuri's sacrifice that the Sanctifiers discovered the Enterprise shipment. In the end, the Sanctifiers dealt with the serum entropization and removed all chances of entropic infection. And in the war line where Mayuri was fine, her not being entropized meant that the zero entropization was intact. It will then explode at some point in some way, ultimately infecting the Oasis and causing Kurisu's death. That means we're at a deadlock. What if we sent a new email to try and create a bigger change and try to find another convergence? We can't. I know the consequences of sending a random emails better than anyone else. What if we end up shifting to a worse war line? What if everyone is gone and even the phone wave is destroyed? We won't even have the chance to try again. Okabe, I'm sorry, I was being thoughtless. No, I should be apologizing. If I could do what you said, I might have already found the answer. But after looking at all the information we have now, I just don't have the courage to do it. I understand that as well. I can imagine even worse endings just from glimpsing those fragments of memory.
What's up, baby?
Mayuri died to give us the A war line. We mustn't change that outcome. So we need to use that as a basis and find another way.
You're not letting me see.
We mustn't change that outcome. Correct. The Sanctifiers discovered an irregular agent, and as they chased it, they halted Riku's convoy, preventing her from being infected. After that, they destroyed the seat of entropization and the Enterprise agent. In order to prevent the Oasis from being attacked by an entropic horde, and to keep Mayuri from being chased by the Sanctifiers must destroy the Enterprise agent and the seat of entropization. That point must not be changed. In contrast, what we have not confirmed is where Mayuri shows up? Question mark. Like you said, Okabe, in the A war line, you concluded that Mayuri had died because of what the Sanctifier said. In other words, Mayuri's death was not actually witnessed and confirmed. All we know is that the Sanctifiers destroyed an irregular agent infected with the entropy. But when you look at it another way, that is the only thing that was confirmed. That means the answer is now clear. We must fool the world! Just like in the visual novel. I love this. The way to the RI world line is clear. As I thought, I need to change the world once again. Fry, Hoin Kiyoma, I'm an insane mad scientist. Deceiving the world is child's play. It's been a while since I saw you act like that, Okabe. Indeed, in the A world line, nobody witnessed Mayuri's death. Therefore, all we need to do is create a scenario where an Enterprise irregular agent is destroyed, and we can achieve our aim of deceiving the world. Indeed. We'll use the A world line as a basis to find the RI world line where Mayuri lives. Don't get carried away though. Your wounds haven't fully healed yet. No need to worry, Assistant. I found the right path. I'll definitely save Mayuri this time. Come, oh Assistant, my comrade, lend me your aid. From this moment forth, we shall commence Operation Minerva. Whoa! I love when that BGM plays. Now we go to A0 Part 4. 36 bytes that override destiny. Please write your ending with a steady hand, whether it is good or bad. It's been a long time since I returned to the Future Gadget Lab. It hasn't changed much from my memories of it. It's not as we expected though. Not that long has passed. It's just that repeatedly bouncing from despair to hope and back has made the time that passed seem especially long. I entered the room, and both my comrade and Chris look up from their preparations to look at me.
Okabe, didn't I tell you to wait in your ward? Your injuries haven't stabilized yet. If things get worse...
No need to worry, assistant of mine. This insane man scientist won't be beaten by such minor injuries. Well, I laughed too hard and I strained my wound.
Seriously? Are you a dork or something?
Yes, he is. Oh, come on. What's the harm in humoring me a little? I want to witness this moment. I'm sure Mayuri will, too. I lightly pat the hat I'm holding, and I stroke the scars where it's been patched up. Pink and white lines interweave, filling up the tears in it. You can do needlework too, assistant. Well, your needlework has a way to go before it can catch up to Mayuri's.
Please don't compare me to someone who spends all day making cosplay outfits. Also, if I could bring my needle and thread over, I'd do a better job than this.
You really hate admitting defeat, don't you? Comrade of mine, are the preparations complete?
Yeah, we're ready. Now we'll be sending the crucial email.
Comrade, there's something I need to tell you before that. My comrade, I am deeply grateful to you and the Oasis for everything you've done for us. Despite all the pain I've gone through, the time I've spent with and fighting alongside you are irreplaceable to me. Coming to the Oasis and meeting everyone here, I cannot imagine myself being more fortunate. That's why I can accept the result, no matter what it might be, because it is the result that we reach together, with all our effort. As I look at my comrade and Chrysos' smiling eyes, I feel my own eyes heating up. Now listen up. Everything I said just now is a secret among secrets. These terrible words could influence the fate of the world. So you'd better not let them leak out. Relax, we won't. That said, once we send the email, we won't even remember these words anymore. Suddenly, the conversation plunges back into the icy cold waters of reality.
Well, yeah. The only person who'll remember all of this once the email is sent is Okabe. If all goes well, Mayuri and I will probably be strangers when we meet again.
The three of us agreed on that long ago. To save Mayuri, even if it means abandoning precious memories, the three of us are here precisely because we're ready to do just that. This deal is both a beginning and a farewell. I now declare the beginning of the final phase of Operation Minerva. We have crossed many war lines and overcome countless difficulties to reach this point. No matter how much sorrow we faced, no matter how much despair we weathered, not once have we bowed to our destiny. We have kept the faith from the beginning until the end. What brought us here in the mingled wheel of countless war lines. We thank our comrades who have held out all this time. We praise our fallen friends who are gone but not forgotten. The world, the glorious world for which we have fought lies ahead. And that is why I choke up. My eyes are moist. Just then, I feel a pair of invisible hands lightly pushing me forward from behind.
That's why we're here, aren't we? For all this is a choice of Steins Gate. Did I get that right?
As I look at Kurisu smiling at me and my comrade, who's striking a pose like a dork, my heart is filled both with emotion and determination. I sweep my hair back, and together with my comrade, we strike that trademark pose together. Let's go! I love this CG. It's so cool. It's so cool, I love it. Is it legal to have that much torque in one room? I don't know, but when it gets frontline, you know how we feel about legalities in here. Indeed, all this is a choice of Steins Gate. El Sai Kongru.
The team is ready, Okabe.
Now then, commence Operation Minerva. Well, now, Reggie, we're commencing Operation Minerva. Soon, all this will come to an end. My comrade, this demon will go to your past self. I cannot return to the past. Reggie, I'm trying to read it. I cannot return to the past, thus you must open the way to the RI world line.
Yeah, leave it to the past me. Professor, you have to bring Mayuri back.
I will.
I'll bring everyone to the war line where we can all be happy. The phone wave is set. The electric arcs have begun.
This is it, my comrade. This time, you shall send the message. I pass the embers of destiny on to you.
Yes.
As my comrade presses the button of destiny, the world before me begins to distort.
We'll meet again in the RI world line.
Sheesh! Reggie, please. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want out of me? She's just sitting here. She demands to control the Steins Gate.
Do you also want to travel to the past, baby? You want to travel to the past so you don't get sick and we don't have to give you that nasty medicine?
Ray, please, we need to finish Operation Minerva. Oh, baby, baby, baby. Okay, I know how I have to do. I have to give her pets, but in an overly annoying way. She wants to go. Oh, right, baby. Oh, baby. Oh. Okay, off she goes. Always works. She requires them, but only a little. Yeah, no, exactly. Only a little bit. Now we can continue. Retrocausal Trie interference. All this is the choice of Stains Gate. Sheesh! Okay! Alright. Let's go. It looks like this one will be like actual story segments, so let me go get more water. Here I am. I am drinking all of the water. All right, let's finish this. December 21st. Noon, Magrosea time. Into Oasis Option. A sudden sound wakes me from my dreams. It's me waking up every morning. The sense of disconnection between my mind and body filled me with dizziness, and it feels as though the earth was shifting beneath my feet. My memories and rationality slowly piece themselves together within my consciousness as I slowly get up while drawing my head. Did I fall asleep? The ops room is empty, and nobody answers my question. I look around and I see the rays of the blazing sun streaming in from outside the window. It is only then that I finally regain a sense of groundedness amidst the strange wave of unreality that seems to have overcome me. And right after that, I notice the source of the sound that woke me up. It's a message. I open my communicator, and the content within are just as unreal as what I felt before. 1330, 35.6, 139.7. Distract SN Sanctifiers. Let's see. Mirrorcloud Oasis Edge. Something like that. Before I can figure out the meanings of this mail, another one follows right after it. Oh, okay, so that was the first one we received. Yeah, it does seem familiar. And now we're gonna get the second one. So we're going to R2. (1330, 35.6, 139.7). Distract SNC 0 Aces EDH. Fake ENT info. Protect human girl. These are what the received emails say. As the Persicaria makes an observation about how they are written, I am convinced that they were sent by a future me. Persicaria, call up all our combat squads on standby. We're heading to the edge of the oasis. Also, I need to make extra preparations to fake being affected by the entropy. Do you need me to contact Antonina? Please do, Persicaria. Let's see what kind of puzzle my future self has set for me.
on the outskirts of the oasis, at coordinates 35.6, 139.7. It's 13:20 now. 10 minutes until the time mentioned in that mail.
Good thing we made it in time.
Hello, Professor? Can you hear me? We've tuned and tested spoof codes for everyone, as well as the extra program you specially requested. Once you activate the program, you can disguise yourself as an Enterprise agent. However, it's only a temporary code patch and not too stable, so make sure you avoid combat, got that? Also, take care of that little guy. Make sure it comes back safe. And you too. Before I can answer, Antonina hangs up on me.
Antonina burned the midnight oil for that antique computer, but when she heard your request, she hurried to produce that disguise program right away. You should thank her after you get back safely.
I will. Are you picking up anything special about those coordinates?
Yes.
Rico's convoy is approaching the target coordinates. Should we stop her?
No need for that. Let's wait and see what happens. What's the status of the nearby Sanctifier patrols? Professor, a force of Sanctifiers is headed toward us at high speed. They seem to be pursuing an irregular agent. We can't determine said agent's affiliation at this range. Give me a live update of their positions and visuals of both sides. Got it.
I look at the screen. The Sanctifiers are led by Faith, and they are pursuing a black-haired girl with a blue hat who appears to be around 15 or 16 years old. She appears skinny, but she's moving surprisingly fast, and she's observing her surroundings as she runs.
It looks like this is the human girl mentioned in the mail. However, our numbers are probably not enough to escort her back to the oasis while fending off Sanctifier pursuit.
What should we do next, Professor?
Okay, we go to R3.
L agents, split up into two teams. Team A will be under command of Persicaria, while Team B will hold position and stand by. Persicaria, take your team and launch a diversionary attack. Draw away the Sanctifier's main force and Faith. Given her personality, she'll probably detach a small squad of lesser Sanctifiers to continue tracking the irregular agent. Once Faith is gone, attack the lesser Sanctifiers. Given their default action logic, they'll go after you instead.
Roger. What about you, Professor? Will you be heading out by yourself?
I have a more important task to perform. I know Team A won't be able to keep Faith occupied for long, but do your best and don't get hurt, okay?
Understood. I'll do my best, but I also hope that you won't put yourself in danger, Professor.
I'll do my best too.
If you can't do it, then allow me to take over your part of the mission.
No! Right, fine. I promise to return safely to the oasis after completing my mission.
I believe you, Professor. I'll hurry back ASAP to get you help. So until then, please keep yourself safe.
Yeah, don't worry.
Persicaria gives a command and leads the disguised agents to attack the Sanctifiers. Meanwhile, I follow right behind them and block the panic girl.
Okay, we're going on to 4.
After seeing me, a look of surprise crosses the girl's face.
Did Ocarine send you to say Mayushi? Huh? Where's Ocarine?
You'll meet him soon. We're here to help. Hang on to this spoof code. It'll help you avoid pursuit. Come with me.
I led the girl by the hand to the trader-only station. Despite her dire circumstances, the girl seems very curious about me and tries to engage me in conversation.
What should Mayushi call you?
Just call me the Professor.
Professor. That's a nice name. Thank you for coming to see Mayushi. You can call me Mayuri, Professor. Where are we going? Actually, Mayushi's almost out of his strength.
Hang in there. We're going to meet a trader. She'll bring you to the oasis.
The oasis? Is Ocarine in the oasis too?
Yeah, I think.
That's great. Well, to get to the oasis, let's have bananas and juicy chicken number 1 together.
Mayuri happily shakes the bag in her hand. Yes, I promise you. But right now, I need you to be patient and work with me. We soon arrive at the station. Riko is sitting there boredly and taking a break. It seems she'll be off soon. Riko.
Hey! Who are you? Look, if you're asking me to choose between my money and my life, I'd appreciate a little more time to think about the matter. Professor? Why are you dressed like that? You're scared, Riko. I was wondering what kind of irregular agent you were.
Riko, I'd like you to help me place an order.
So it's business then. I'll do it right after I bring the shipment to Xenia.
Actually, this delivery is very urgent. Can you head out right now?
Professor, you're making things very hard for Riko.
I've already told Xenia about it, so leave the previous shipment to me.
Well, since this is a very sudden request...
I'll pay 5 times the usual rate. That should be enough, right?
Okay, you got a deal. Professor, what kind of order is this? What exactly are you looking for?
I hadn't considered this problem before. Suddenly, I think of the toy Mayuri was carrying on her. Riko, have you seen this round, plushy thing before? I think his name is... Upa?
Upa? Plushy? Riko has never heard of that before. Why do you want something like that all of a sudden?
No, I somehow think Persicania will probably want one.
Oh, I see. Then do you have a picture or video or something of it?
Actually, I was in a rush and forgot to bring it out with me. Riko, do you have a pen and paper? I'll draw it for you.
Pen and paper? Hang on. Riko will go look inside the keyban.
Riko hops, skips and jumps over to a keyban parked beside the convoy. The boot is open right now, apparently for ease of access, which suits me just fine. Is this what you usually drive?
Yep, Riko puts all her stuff in the back. Riko will also drive the Upa you're looking for to the oasis.
You put everything in the back? Is it safe?
Safe as houses. Riko's a driving champ of Magrasea, you know? It might look a bit messy in there, but your cargo will be completely untouched. Huh, that's strange. Where'd the pen and paper go?
Could it be in the front seat?
That makes sense. Hang on, there's too much stuff. Let me go through it.
While Riko is looking away, I put Mayuri, who is in sleep mode, among the luggage in the boot of Riko's van.
Pen, paper, pen, paper, pen, paper... Ah! Riko found it! Why do you look so tired, Professor?
You must be imagining things, Riko. I draw the Upa from memory.
Wow, you suck at drawing, Professor.
No, it actually looks like this.
Then I'll probably have a hard time finding one.
After sighing, Riko once again shoulders her huge backpack.
Riko's heading out then. Professor, don't forget, 5 times the usual.
After waving goodbye to her, Riko drives her key van off into the distance. Things went better than expected. Look like the protect human gear part of this mission is done. Next up, we'll go to number 5. Fake ENT info. That probably means there's a seed of entropization somewhere in here. It would be bad if I actually got infected by the entropy. In any case, let's find out where the source is first. My guess is it's probably really hard to find by normal means. Otherwise Riko will have detected it by now. Fortunately, we have you, little buddy. I take out the tiny entropic who is napping in my arms and lightly pat it.
Key?
Time to work. Can you help me see if there are any seeds of entropization in here? The diminutive entropic hops out of my arms and begins examining each cargo compartment. In the end, over a third of them are marked by its line. Holy crap, that many? If I had begun fighting carelessly, I'd most likely have gotten infected. That was close.
Professor, we can't keep Fate occupied for much longer. Some of our agents have suffered injuries already.
Thank you. You bought far more time than expected. After this, split up and deactivate your spoof codes before we draw into the Oasis. Understood. Paige will notice something's wrong soon and come back here. I need to hurry. I wave to the diminutive entropic and it hops back onto my shoulder. After hiding in a compartment that the diminutive entropic has given the all clear, I activate the program to fake my entropization. Now, in the Sanctifier's eyes, I will be the entropized irregular agent. Once they find me here, the Sanctifier could probably realize something's wrong with the cargo. That way, I can use it to help me cleanse the zero entropization here. Also, since the irregular agent is here, the Sanctifiers will abandon their pursuit of Mayuri, which means she and Rico will be safer. Although I understand what that mail was saying, it didn't mention anything about how to escape while posing as the irregular agent. I smell bitterly and look around, making all the preparations I can. If we were really to get into a fight, I'd at least like to have a hiding place. And then I suddenly feel a chill run down my spine. Demon. Slash. A sharp blade cleaves through the wall of the cargo trailer. Splinters fly everywhere. I narrowly evade the attack and leap out of the hatch. Faith glares at me angrily through the hole in the wall.
How dare you toy with the Sanctifiers, you petty demon.
I didn't expect Faith to be this mad. No wonder she hurried back here so quickly, even if it meant ditching her lesser Sanctifiers. That also implies that I'm going to have to face a very angry Faith who is much stronger than usual all by myself. Let's go!
Key!
Well, not by myself. I'll have an entropic with me.
To think there was a second demon.
Well, this is troublesome.
Okay, how is Prof gonna get out of this one?
Bullets whistle past me, leaving a trail of holes in the nearby wall. I pick up the pace and run between the convoy and the station platform. Fortunately, I completed Python's running course. Now I'm at least capable of holding my own against Fate. It would be bad if the seeds of entropization in the cargo compartments accidentally went off during the battle. In any case, I need to get as far away from the convoy as possible.
Switching to melee combat mode. Activating Blade of Judgment.
Blade of Judgment, okay.
The excessive amount of obstructions makes Faith abandon the idea of shooting me. Instead, she just charges right at me. Her blade stabs right through the signboard I'm hiding behind. I roll forward to avoid the attack and trigger the lineman I laid there beforehand. I use this opportunity to dash up the stairs and create a height difference between us. The explosion throws up a cloud of dust, through which I can see Faith's eyes, burning red like those of a fallen angel and radiating bloodlust.
Nothing but cheap tricks.
Faith jumps straight up and throws her shield. It crashes down in front of me, blocking my way forward. I am forced to stop. In the next moment, she moves into close range. One hand grabs me by the neck, while the other slams into my stomach.
Being punched in the stomach sounds.
Incredible pain flows through my brain, and all my strength leaves me in that instant. Faith raises her arm. The shield transforms into a blade and returns to her hand. Just before she stabs me with it, I bring my elbow down on the joint between the edge and the hilt. The edge bites into my bicep and opens flow down my upper arm. I use the moment when the blade is stuck to roll out of the way and escape Fate's attack range. The second lineman explodes, and the stairs to the station break about level by level, plunging downward as chunks of debris. I grab my still aching stomach and crawl out of the debris, searching for a hiding place as openings leak from the wound on my upper arm. That won't stop Fate for long. She'll be after me again soon enough. So I want to get away from the convoy. She's pursuing me like a mad dog and won't give me the chance to open the distance between us. Crackle. My disguise shimmers, and a bad feeling fills my heart.
We've tuned and tested spoof codes.
We've tuned and tested spoof codes for everyone, as well as the extra program you specially requested. Once you activate the program, you can disguise yourself as an enterprise agent. However, it's all a temporary code. It's only a temporary code patch and not too stable, so make sure you avoid combat. Got that? And I don't think this counts as avoiding combat. Avoid combat. Avoid combat my ass. I'm stuck in a freaking boss fight here. My disguise slowly fades away, forcing me to pick up the pace. The intense moment exacerbates the pain and blood loss, and I feel a wave of dizziness wash over me. Damn, but fate can hit hard. But I still have to hang in there. This isn't just because of those couple of mails I received. For some reason, I feel like everything is riding on this battle. Many people have placed their hopes on me. I need to finish all this and go back safely. After all, I still have people waiting for me. If I lose my disguise, not only will Mayuri and Rico be in danger, but the relationship between the Aces and the Sanctifiers will be threatened. I need to think of something. The diminutive entropic pops out from under my arm and gently pats my chest. Right, good thing I've got you, little guy. But I ought to be able to buy a little more time. A mighty fist shatters the blocks of stone above it. The red-haired sanctifier slowly rises from its remains, the flames of wrath burning even brighter in her heart. You despicable demon. Her anger does not come from the shame of an irregular agent evading her numerous times. Rather, the fact that her opponent seems to know how she acts instinctively kindles Fate's fury into an inferno.
I will make sure to thoroughly cleanse and purify you. That punches now should have taken out an ordinary agent, and I know it did lasting injury.
Drops of operants spatter the ground nearby, pointing to the location of her target.
The request for support has been acknowledged. More sanctifiers will be here soon. They won't get far.
Faye silently raises her shield and jogs down the trail of operants.
Sheesh! Okay. I think you will find my tricks are very expensive. R7.
The cargo trailer swayed quietly within the spacious station. Unable to find the appropriate signal, Faye silently approaches the convoy. Whoosh. A figure briefly appears on the platform on the other side of the station.
Target sighted.
Faye changes direction and lowers her power level to minimum as she slowly approaches. Tap, tap. The sound of footsteps comes from behind a nearby pillar. One wall away, the Enterprise agent she is hunting is moving with all their might.
Position confirmed through echolocation. Now!
What do you mean she can fucking use echolocation?
Faye surges forward, her great shield flying free of her arm. The gigantic shield smashes into the wall, crushing it along with the cape her annoying prey was wearing. Below it, an octopus-like tiny tropic creature is clapping its tentacles together.
He?
Oh. Almost at the same time, one of the trailers in the convoy emits a purple glow before the entire cargo bay explodes in purple light. The blast wave washes over her. Fate instinctively protects her face with her arm, and then her systems go wild with alerts.
Warning, warning, warning. High intensity entropic signal detected. Switching to cleansing mode.
In the heart of the explosion stands the Enterprise agent from just now. Curse you. Being Enterprised really sucks. The intense pain blends with a scorching sensation. I look at the liquid entropy all over the ground. Faith, standing not far off, should be even angrier now. If I don't have a disguise program, but I have to disguise myself as an Enterprise irregular agent, then I have no choice but to actually get Enterprised. My consciousness begins to fade. Meant I was prepared for this. The rate of infection caused by a zero entropization exploding at close range is just too quick. I need to stay lucid. I grab one of the wooden splinters from the trailer and stab it hard into my thigh. It's not enough. I stab the shard deeper in and twist it. It hurts so much that it overcomes the feeling of entropization and allows me to stay conscious for a while. Almost at the same time, one of the trailers in the convoy emits a violet glow before the entire cargo bay explodes in purple light. I guess I put enough time. The Oasis Garrison troops should have picked up Rika and Mayuri by now. Now then, one last thing. In order to handle this, in order to have the Enterprise irregular agent completely disappear, I move my injured leg with great difficulty, then enter another compartment in full view of Faith before fleeing at top speed through a blind spot in her vision. Time for the last mine. I push the detonation trigger with the last of my strength. Splinters fly everywhere as I pant heavily, my back to the station walls. The Enterprise irregular agent died in an explosion. Hopefully Faith will believe that, and then wait for his sanctifiers to arrive before cleaning up this mess instead of pursuing further. I grab my wound and silently pray. I hear the sound of footsteps stepping over the debris. Looks like things aren't going my way. Faith wasn't completely fooled by that trick. The footsteps draw nearer. Fortunately, the basic disguise program is working, so Faith won't discover my true identity, which will endanger the relationship between the Oasis and the Sanctifiers. Still, it would kind of suck if everything ended here. You're the intermediate Sanctifier... Faith, I believe. I suddenly hear a familiar voice in the distance.
Verifying identity. Agent is Persicari of the Oasis, on the whitelist. Please leave this place and do not interfere with Sanctifier activities. The Sanctifier should be working with the Oasis, right? I brought people to inspect a shipment bound for the Oasis. What happened to it? An Enterprise agent contaminated the cargo. The Sanctifiers are pursuing them. And where is that Enterprise agent now? Their signal has vanished, so they should have died in the explosion just now. But just in case, I'm going to check again. Since the Enterprise agent is dead, we should be able to take those goods. These goods, right? No, the shipment has been contaminated by the entropy. The Sanctifiers will take care of them. I can't let you take the Oasis property just like that. Do you have proof of this? I believe you can see the devastation all around you. I need to make sure. Otherwise, I cannot believe your one-sided account. Surely damaging the Sanctifier's reputation will do no good to your working relationship with the Oasis, right? No, if that Enterprise agent is still alive. We have ways of dealing with the entropy. If combat results, we will take responsibility for ourselves. Once we complete the inspection and verify that the cargo has been infected, we will leave immediately.
Faith says no more. It seems Persicari convinced her. You, go check the first third of the trailer. You check the rear third. And you, come with me to check the middle. The sound of footsteps disperse. Another set of reassuring footsteps slowly approaches. Professor. She feels warm. You were so cool and professional just now. How come you look like you're about to cry? What did you do to yourself? Didn't you promise me earlier that you wouldn't put yourself in danger? Persicaria's eyes are brimming with tears. Her cheeks are pink with anxiety and her ears, which usually stand upright, are drooping down. Why did you come back? I was worried about you. Lock team, get me the projection we repaired at the entropization suppressor. Persicaria, I'm so happy to see you. Here, I'll give you some basic treatment. You have to hang in there. Relax. I can still hold on. Disguising myself as an ordinary agent should be fine. Escorted by the other agents, I return to the rest of the group.
Kiki!
Hey, you're back too, little guy. Pretty smart, aren't you? Seeing that you're still bouncing around, I don't think Antonina will scold me. After negotiating with Fate, Persicaria's tongue returns to my side. As the familiar sight of the oasis draws near, I breathe a sigh of relief. Although, is it me, or is there an extra building that stands out in there?
According to Antonina, an unknown building suddenly appeared in an empty lot in the oasis.
But there's no need to worry. Croak and the others are taking care of it. Just relax and get some rest. Professor? Hogmimir. So you were already asleep. You must have been all tired out just now. Good night, Professor. Did we do it? But there's so much story left. Or maybe is it like the alternate routes, alternate endings? Let's see. What is this TE thing? 1 day later. Okada and I agreed to meet at the entrance of MAYUSHIII. Fire receives us and leads us to a VIP booth. I open the door. Rico is focused on a box of fried chicken on the table.
Magazine doesn't have anything like this. Rico's instincts say this is a huge gold mine.
Ahem.
Oh, where did you come from, Professor? Wait a minute. Where did all of those wounds on you come from? You're not here to hunt Rico, are you?
Relax. I clawed my way out of hell. Though I'm this close to falling over. I grab my chest and pretend that I'm done for. Before I go, I need to see.
Yes, I know. Don't collapse in front of Rico, Professor. I can't put your medical insurance bills. I couldn't find the UPA, but I managed to custom make something that looks just like it.
Is that an UPA? I didn't know you were into plushies like this, comrade. I'll tell you about it later.
What do you mean you talk about it later? That was made at 5 times the going rate.
I won't shortchange you on Bitcoins, Rico. What about your keyban?
I'll then park it behind the cafe. Wait, why did you suddenly ask Rico about that?
Fox. I mean, Rico-san. How's the one doing?
The questions are getting weirder and weirder. That man is Rico's most precious treasures. Of course it's been well taken care of. Although Rico hasn't tidied up in a long time. Why are you laughing? Did Rico say something strange?
It's not like that. To us, she's just as important and irreplaceable. Rico, can you take us to see your van? Rico opens the boot, and the crate where Mayuri is sleeping is in the same place as before. For some reason, my heart pounds violently when I see that crate. Comrade, do you know about Schrodinger's cat? Don't you think it's very bad luck to talk about it at a time like this? Indeed. Mayuri is clearly not going to be in a quantum state. I just reflexively thought about it when I saw the crate. I noticed that Okabe's hand is trembling. Feeling nervous? Yeah. Trust in our choices and our efforts. Go on. Mayuri is waiting for you. I gently pat Okabe on the back, pushing him forward. There she is! Okabe reaches out and slowly lifts the lid, revealing a black-haired girl sound asleep within.
Huh? Oh, Karin?
A ray of light shines into the crate, as though the light of the gods has finally landed in this unknown corner. The girl rubs her eyes and slowly awakens.
Mayushi feels like Mayushi had a long dream.
A familiar figure extends a hand to her. Good morning, Mayuri. We did it! We won! Operation Minerva was a success! Clap, clap, clap. Where are all these W's? Let's see what's... Oh, this is the bad route? Oh, let's read the bad route. Okay, yeah. Oh, this is if you send another message. Beat Sanctifier, clean Entropization, say Mayuri. These are what the received mails say. The Mercikaya makes an observation about how they are written. I am convinced that they were sent by a future me.
But who is this MAR and what does ENT refer to?
Perhaps I'll learn the answer to everything by the time we get to those coordinates. Persicaria, call up all our combat teams which are currently on standby and prepare anti-entropy countermeasures. We're heading for the outskirts of the oasis. Let's see what kind of puzzle my future self has set for me. Because yeah, remember you have to actually pick, I think. Yeah, you have to actually pick like what message to send. So now we're back on the outskirts at the coordinates. It's 13:20 now, 10 minutes until the time mentioned in that email.
Our combat teams are hidden and in position. Professor, you can give the word at any time.
Also, Riku's convoy is approaching the target coordinates. Should we stop her? No need for that. Let's wait and see what happens. What's the status of the nearby Sanctifier patrols? Professor, a force of Sanctifiers is headed towards us at high speed. They seem to be pursuing an irregular agent. We can't determine said agent's affiliation at this range. Give me a live update of their positions and visuals of both sides. Got it. Look at the screen. Yes, same thing. Led by Fate.
Maybe this is Mayuri, the MIR the mail was talking about.
She should be. Then by beat S and C, I assume it means defeating the Sanctifiers chasing her.
But there are too many Sanctifiers, and they're led by Fate of the Intermediates.
Our forces were hastily cobbled together. We'll probably have a hard time defeating them quickly. If we draw the battle out for too long and they summon reinforcements, things will get even worse for us. But we don't have any other choice. Persicaria, have everyone disguise themselves. Scramble all signatures and do not reveal your identities as exiles. Also, prepare for battle. Also, contact Oasis HQ. We need more combat teams for support. The sooner, the better.
Understood.
All units, listen to my directions. Prepare to ambush the Sanctifiers and protect their target. The battle lasted for a long time. Even though we had reinforcements, we still had a hard time defeating the never-ending stream of Sanctifiers. During the chaotic battle, the agent assigned to protect Mayuri was hit by a stray bullet. Not knowing what to do next, Mayuri ducked into Riku's convoy. We were forced to withdraw to the oasis to avoid more casualties. However, by the time we returned to those coordinates, the cargo and the convoy had already been cleansed by the Sanctifiers and she was nowhere to be found. After that, I met the members of the Future Gadget Lab, one after another. Although we rarely found all of Okabe's friends, we were never able to find a clue to Mayuri's whereabouts. Before we could investigate further, the oasis was attacked by the Entropics, and their leader was the Enterprise MAYUSHIII. As Okabe thought of a way to get Mayuri to expose a weakness, we seized the opportunity to launch an attack. Having lost much of our fighting strength while battling the Sanctifiers earlier, we barely managed to eke out a victory. However, Okabe ended up enterprising the process. Kurisu and I thought of a way to get Okabe to pull himself together, and we came up with a plan. However, just as we were about to send an email to my past self...
Where's Mayuri? Was Mayuri saved?
Okabe, did you come from another warline? The Mayuri in this warline was Enterprise, and then she perished in a battle with the Oasis.
It failed.
Okabe staggers back a couple of steps before collapsing onto the sofa.
In the end, nothing changed at all. Oh my god, his face!
That's enough.
I'm tired.
As he looks at his ruined body, Okabe laughs bitterly.
It's alright. We're just about to send an email to the past. We'll be able to save Mayuri this time.
This isn't our first time sending an email.
Okabe lowers his head, his face unreadable.
How many times has this been? 20 times? 30 times? 40? Each time, I ask about Mayuri's whereabouts with hope in my heart. But each time, I only learned that I couldn't save anything.
The scene Okabe describes suddenly appears in my mind. Indeed, we experienced this many times before. Setting out with a hopeful heart each time, followed by crushing despair without fail.
It's time to admit that we can't change this ending. In the end, we must kneel before the malice of destiny. I've had enough.
Okabe stumbles toward the door and nearly falls. Kurisu runs up to grab him.
But at the very least, we can return to the A warline, where you haven't been enterprised.
Okabe looks at Kurisu, and he forces an ugly smile onto his frail face.
Alright.
Sheesh!
Okay. I'm gonna go through all the bad ones, but I'm just gonna kind of read whatever's different. So let's go on to the second one. Rule the world, else I congru. Very descriptive.
But although the first one still makes sense, I don't understand fool the world, else I congru at all.
Perhaps I'll learn the answer to everything by the time we get to those coordinates. Okay, we're going to the outskirts of the Oasis.
Not long afterward, we arrive at the coordinates mentioned in the mail. There, we found a girl being pursued by the Sanctifiers. Due to a lack of manpower, we couldn't deal with the Sanctifiers and protect the girl at the same time, so we had no choice but to let her hide in Riko's convoy. However, by the time we returned to those coordinates, she was nowhere to be found. To the end, we never managed to figure out what fool the world else I congru meant. Met the members, found all of Okabe's friends. Before we could investigate further, the Oasis was attacked by the Entropics, and their leader was... the Enterprise MAYUSHIII. Okay, so this is the same. He got a victory. Okabe ended up enterprising the process. And just again, just as about they were about to send the email, Okabe returns from another word line. Is it the same? It looks like it's the same. Many times already. Or at least we can return to the A war line. Alright, let's go to the third one. All units, listen to my directions. Prepare to ambush the sanctifiers and protect their target. We're straight into battle here, okay? Professor, there are too many sanctifiers, and they're led by fate of the intermediates. Okay, we don't have any other choice. Contact Oasis HQ. We need more combat teams for support. The sooner the better. The battle lasted for a long time. Again, the agent assigned to protect Mayuri was hit by a strike bullet. She hit into Rico's convoy. When they return, they withdraw, but when they return the coordinates, the convoy had already been cleansed. Same thing. Again, Enterprise Mayuri attacks the Oasis. Okay, this part seems to be the end. I mean, the ending part seems to always be the same. Let's go to the fourth one. After seeing me, a look of surprise crosses the girl's face.
Did Ocarina send you to say Mayushi?
That's the same. When they meet, you'll meet him soon with her to help. There's a convoy over there. You can hide among the crates. Once you lure the sanctifiers away, it will bring you back to the Oasis.
The sanctifiers? Do you mean those robots? And the Oasis. Is Ocarina in the Oasis too?
That's right. So make sure you hide well and don't make a sound. Got that?
Mayushi doesn't quite understand what's going on, but Mayushi will do it. Mayushi will make sure to hide. Once we get to the Oasis, let's have Bananas and Yusa check in number 1 together.
Okay, and she hides in Rico's convoy. After seeing her hide herself, I breathe a sigh of relief. The next step will be waiting for the convoy to get some distance away and then disguising myself as an Enterprise agent. Everything went as planned. Not long after the convoy left, I activated the program to fake my improvisation and managed to successfully lure Fate over. After a hard battle, I managed to escape Fate's pursuit. However, when I returned to the Oasis, only Rico was there waiting for me. According to her, the convoy was stopped by sanctifiers. While she managed to pick up a bag of fried chicken and bananas, as well as a broken phone, she had no idea where the girl went. And then she attacks. Alright, let's skip this part. Let's go to the fifth one, the fifth try. Same. We meet Mayuri. We give her this puff code. I took the girl's hand and set out on the path back to the Oasis. After a long trek, we finally reached the Oasis. Right after we arrived, I received word from Antonina that a mysterious building appeared out of thin air. And after that, I met the members of the Creature Gadget Lab, one after another. I also learned that the girl's name was Mayuri. But soon after that, the Oasis was attacked by the Entropics, and their leader was the Entropized Rico. I keep saying, Rico looks so cool in there. Nothing like what her actual sprite looked like. I'm like, damn, okay. She looks kind of hot. Like, what the fuck? After many people lost their lives, we finally brought an end to this grueling battle. The Oasis was in ruins, and Chris ended up dying from an ambush by Rico. Although it was tragic, we had to accept the loss of our friends. Future Gadget number 99 was further damaged during the battle with the tropics. So Kyle and friends help us rebuild the oasis while they repair Future Gadget number 99 and look for a way to return to the original world. Until one day, when I was testing the device with Okabe and Mayuri. Then he was alright. Where's Mayuri? Where's Mayuri saved?
Mayushii's here. What happened, Ocarine?
Mayuri. Okabe walks over stiffly to Mayuri and hugs her tightly. Thank goodness, I managed to see you again. Okabe, did you come from another world line? Indeed, we did it at last. Comrade, we did it at last. Oh no, he had hopes. Only to realize we lost Kurisu now. Where's Christina? I went to tell her the good news.
Reggie, please. I'm trying to finish it. Kurisu-chan died during the battle with the tropics.
How? Okabe lets go of her, then staggers back a couple of steps before collapsing onto the sofa. Could it be we're back in the B War line? We failed. In the end, nothing changed at all.
Ocarine.
Mayuri looks at Okabe with a heartbroken expression on her face, her eyes filled with tears.
Ocarine, you look so sad all this while because you couldn't save Kurisu-chan. Although Mayushi doesn't know what's going on, Mayushi doesn't want to see Ocarine sad.
Mayuri.
What's wrong with you? Why are you being so annoying, baby? Why are you being such an annoying baby? Say hi to chat. No, she says nothing.
Okabe's voice goes hoarse as he looks at Mayuri. If there was a chance to keep Kurisu from dying, and to keep the oasis from losing so many people, but it came at the price of your life, what will you choose?
Will Mayushi die?
Okabe nods solemnly. Mayuri lowers her head and thinks for a bit. Then she quickly raises her head and smiles her usual smile.
Mayushi's okay with it. After all, Mayushi's Okarine's hostage. Ocarine already saved Mayushi once. If it means bringing Kurisu and all the people who died back, and Ocarine wouldn't be so sad, then Mayushi's willing to accept this fate.
Ugh, damn it! God damn it!
Reggie!
Okabe pounds the wall as he shouts.
Ocarine.
I'm sorry, Mayuri. I'm sorry I can't save you.
That's okay. Mayushi knows Ocarine tried really hard, so this is fine. Ocarine, you can cry for yourself now, you know?
Mayuri hugs Okabe, and the room filled with the sound of his agonized weeping. Shortly afterward, Mayuri seems to have gotten tired, so she lies on the sofa and falls asleep. Okabe covers her up with a blanket. Okabe. Comrade, you should have figured out what happened, right? Why is it that this world won't spare Mayuri and Kurisu? Okabe. Okabe, this isn't the time to give up. After seeing his eyes filled with sorrow and despair, I can't bring myself to keep encouraging him anymore. I'm tired. So tired. I've wanted to give up since a long time ago. Let's go back to the A war line, my comrade. At least the Oasis wouldn't have lost so many people there. It's time we gave in to destiny after struggling for so long. And now the last one. which I presume will be something similar. Face should notice something's wrong soon and come back here. It'll be bad if she pursues any further and ends up finding Riko and Mayuri. I need to pose as an Enterprise agent to draw her attention, then create the impression that the irregular agent has died. Okay, we can't keep Fate Goodbye for much longer, says Persicaria. Thank you, you bought far more time than expected. After this, split up and activate your spoof codes. Okay, and go back to the Oasis. Prof activates the code to be seen as entropized. Right after that, I head down the pre-planned route on the way back to the Oasis. Everything went as planned. Not long afterwards, Fate chased me. After a hard battle, I used a pre-planted landmine to fake my death and finally escape Fate's pursuit. After ensuring Riko had taken Mayuri safely back to the Oasis, I received word from Antonina that a mysterious building appeared out of thin air. I'm getting Riko attacks here also. After that, met the Blood members, then the Oasis was attacked. After many people lost their lives, we finally brought an end to this grueling battle. The Oasis was ruined and countless agents died in the fighting, including Kurisu. Repair, okay. When I was testing the device with Okabe and Mayuri, there he comes back. Then the whole conversation of like, oh, okay, but now Kurisu's dead, I'm so sorry. They don't mention Riko on that one though. It does seem like, you know, it does seem like the zero interpretation still kinda went out and they were still attacked. Now NE, I don't know what this is. Let's see. This is the A word line, Okabe told us. After we learned of Mayuri's death from the Sanctifiers, Okabe refused to accept it and continued asking around for Mayuri's whereabouts. This lasted until one day, when he suddenly burst into tears and hugged me and Kurisu. You need to live well, and live happily. After that, he seemed to be a completely different person. He stopped asking about Mayuri and stopped talking about her. Okabe must have come back from another world line. I agreed with Kurisu. Perhaps Okabe had experienced countless failures in other world lines and ultimately he could only return here. During Okabe's period of silence, feature gadget number 99 was finally repaired, and today is the day of their return.
For some reason, it feels like it's been a long time since we met in the lab. That's right, Nya. But now we have the professor, Pernia and Anya, so it's great.
I'm just here to make sure feature gadget number 99 runs successfully.
I know it. Antonina couldn't bear to see you go. If only you could stay longer in the Oasis.
Raziel's technology is truly fascinating. While I wish I had more time to study it. Kurisu sees Okabe, who is standing silently in the corner of the room. Okabe is looking out the window. I have no idea what he's thinking about. He's not wearing his white lab coat. Instead, he has a black shirt and pants on. To my knowledge, that's what people wear for funerals. Perhaps on the day of his return, he is burying Mayuri Shina and Ho in Kyoma.
Still, we've done everything we need to do, and we've been thinking. Maybe we can do something about this when we get back to our world.
No,
let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about this for now. It's not often that we can get everyone together. We ought to talk about something happier. That's right, Nya. Since we came here during a party, let's hold a party when we leave, Nya.
Oh, a marvelous idea, as a spectre of Faristan. In that case, Persikaya-tan and Anna-tan should both dress up as Catgirl mates.
Oi, what are you making me wear, you perv?
Makisashi, could you call me you perv one more time?
Like hell I will.
Although everyone's doing their best to keep their spirits up, there is a gloomy feeling in the air that won't go away.
You're the same as always, Darren, yeah? First ask Cassinian to bring the most popular dishes from the cafe over, yeah? Everyone, enjoy yourself, yeah?
I'll have an omelette then, Miss Faris.
No problem, yeah? Let's write something memorable on it, yeah?
Faris takes a bottle of ketchup from her apron and quickly writes Oasis, Future Captain Love, and Bon Voyage on them.
It's done, yeah? This is for Pernia, this is for the professor, and this is for Kiyoman, yeah? Kiyama, would you like to order anything else, yeah? We have sugarless coffee here and other yummy snacks, so don't hold back, yeah?
It all looks so good. There's so much Dr. P. Kiyoma's can drink as much as he wants.
Look at his fucking face, man. It's awful. Yeah.
Okabe seems to have finally emerged from his own world, but he has a hard time hiding the fatigue in his eyes.
In that case, I'll have a piece of juicy chicken number 1 then.
Alright, yeah? 1 helping of juicy chicken number 1 coming up. Here you go, yeah?
Here I go.
He slowly brings the chicken to his mouth. 1 drop, 2 drops. As he chews, the tears fall onto his plate.
As I thought, this is still the best fried chicken of them all. I wish Mayuri could have tried this.
Upon hearing that name, the room goes silent once again. Everyone looks very sad. At last, the sound of sobbing breaks the silence.
Mayuri-chan, where did she go? Faris misses Mayushi too. Will we be able to see Mayushi again when we return to Akiba?
As she sees the two of them cry, Kurisu looks away, trying her best not to get infected by the sorrow in the air. As the sadness fills the air, Okabe slowly struggles to speak.
I'm sorry I couldn't bring Mayuri back. Although we might not be able to see her again, I'm sure she must be hoping for everyone's happiness.
Okabe pats Luke on Faris' head, and then walks up to me and Kurisu.
Okabe. Kurisu, Professor, thank you both for all the help you've given. The world now is the outcome we achieve after struggling with all our might. I'm very grateful that you accompanied me in my struggle until now. I feel fortunate to have come to the Oasis and met you all.
Okabe bows deeply to Kurisu and me.
What are you saying, Okabe?
She steps up and grabs me by the collar.
In the end, is that all you want to say? Are you telling us that there's no other way? Are you telling me that you've given up on Mayuri? Where's the howling Kyoma in you? Where's that tuny dork who never give up? Say something! Hit me with a comeback like you always do. Why aren't you saying anything at all?
Being a mad scientist was just a delusion, a role I was playing. When you get down to it, I'm just an ordinary person who can't do anything.
Kurisu slowly releases her grip, and her tears begin falling slowly.
What the hell? But are you really going to give up on Mayuri? The most precious person in the world to you? Why are you doing this? Is it because of me?
Okabe's body trembles.
I knew it. So that was why. Then I will bear this sin with you. Even if you give up, I will not. I won't give up. Not even if I'm the only one left.
The girl Jiris turns away, then walks up to the phone wave. Only the twitching of her shoulders betrays the fact she is crying. Okabe looks at Kurisu for a while, then turns away.
Professor. No, comrade. Since you have a bit of the reading Steiner ability, you should still remember part of the past when we fought side by side. It's hard for me to express how I feel, but all I can say about all that is, thank you very much.
I nod, then spread my arms and give Okabe a hug. I wanted to avoid an overly sentimental farewell, but I guess that's too difficult. Well, everyone cherish our time together, after all. Everyone in the room is in tears, with the exception of Okabe. He looks at everyone as though he's etching this scene into his mind. Future gadget number 99 is ready. The corners of Kurisu's eyes are still red as she says this. Although everyone ended up crying at the party, the gloominess in the air is gone now, and almost everyone is ready to move on. Now then, it's time we said goodbye.
Wait, Nya. Before we go, I still need to give the professor, Penya, and Anya a big hug. I said my goodbyes to Nyan and Kasanyan, but I haven't said goodbye to the professor yet.
I'd like a goodbye hug.
Me too!
Then let's all hug it out. Okama and Kurisu, do you want in?
It's a little embarrassing, but since you're asking...
Well, a hug from my comrade is only to be expected.
Professor, thank you for helping make Queen Nyan Nyan. Fairies really enjoyed our time in the Oasis, Nya?
Thank you for helping me fix Samidari, Professor. I'm glad I got to come to the Oasis and meet everyone.
The Oasis is heaven. There's all kinds of pretty girls here and abundant resources. And things you can't find in Akiba. I can't bear to leave.
Thank you for taking care of us all this while, Professor. You must have worked very hard to make it here. Although I won't be able to witness everything you'll achieve, I thank you for everything you've done from the bottom of my heart. I'll keep working on my research after this, both to understand the Oasis better and for Mayuri.
Comrade, I've thanked you many times already. No matter which world line you're in, there will always be a place for you in the lab. No matter how the world lines shift, I will always remember you. I hope we'll have the chance to meet again.
Yeah. Goodbye, everyone.
This is the worst ending for real.
As he pushes the button to start feature gadget number 99, there's a flash of white light, and the feature gadget lab building once again vanishes from sight. Retrocausal Trie interference, contentful of closed karmic loop, and...
Damn, okay. Reggie, I'm trying to read the ending here. We're at the ending. This is truly the worst ending.
Reggie? Oh, baby wants attention. Oh, baby wants attention.
No, you don't want attention anymore. That was so sad, man. Like, sheesh, okay. Are you gonna jump up here again? What? 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 What do you want? Who would have thought that Kima was rocking Belgish Frontline? I mean, that's pretty much how he ends up in Saint Gate Zero. He goes through a similar journey in the visual novel in Saint Gate. And Saint Gate Zero is pretty much the timeline in which he failed. So you kind of follow him for a bit, and for most of the visual novel, he's just very depressed and very sad. And it is very sad. It is very sad to witness. But alright. Let's go to the last one, even though I have Reggie here biting my hand. Why are you biting my hand? Don't bite my hand. Journey to Infinity. Now let's read the good ending and try to be happy. Ray, I'm gonna close you up in the room if you keep this up. Okay. She doesn't like it when I blow in her face. Alright. Let's finish this up. So we can finally catch up and I can end this and I can feed them and they stop bothering me. So of course this goes up from TE, which is here, which is when they actually manage to, everything goes well. They say Mayuri, etc., etc. So let's go. Journey to Infinity. We, who have overcome the infinity of the universe to meet in this finite time frame, are a miracle that the world chose to create. In the Oasis Hospital. I can go for the checkup myself. Really, you don't have to accompany me. You're worrying too much, Persicaria. Absolutely not. I let you run wild already, Professor. Now you have to listen to me. You don't want everyone to learn about your being hurt, do you, Professor? Who did you learn that from, Persicaria? Okay, you win. I'll do as you say. Professor. Huh? Is something the matter? Sarah and your friends came to visit you. They brought gifts, but since you weren't in, I placed them over there. I'll be returning to my work now. Alright, thank you. After she leaves, I begin inspecting the curious pile of objects in the corner. I can understand flowers and fruit. Those are still considered normal gifts to bring when visiting someone ill. But fried chicken, Dr. P, and discount coupons for the maid cafe. Surely they are inappropriate, are they? Then there's this figure. Why aren't the stockings removable? Professor? Why aren't the stockings removable? Why isn't what removable? Nothing at all. My, these things certainly seem like what a common gang will bring. Indeed, they do. Time sure flies. Soon, Mr. Okabe and his friends will be returning to Akihabara. Persicaria has a wistful look on her face, and upon seeing it, I gently pat her head. Professor? Professor? Oh, she has the swirly eyes! I haven't seen those in a while. No, it's nothing. Right, I was thinking about visiting Okabe and the others to thank them for coming over. You should head back first, Persicaria. Professor, wait a minute. Look like you're not good at hiding your feelings either, Professor. At the Oasis electronic shop. Oh, they're still playing. I still love this CG. Why is Antonina going ora ora ora? Ora ora ora! Muda 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 muda! Bunch of nerds. The sprites on the screen clash furiously, unloading a barrage of techniques on each other. After several rounds of battle, this intense duel finally ends in Antonina's victory. Whoa, that flying kick of yours has way too much priority, Anatan. Well, it's your fault for waiting until you're at critical health to unleash your super moves. Now we're even. I didn't think this long battle will end like this. I know, right? Feel like it's predestined and all. Aren't you guys going to have one final battle to decide things? No, the essence of battles is knowing when to stop. Huh? Isn't this the professor? When did you come, Professor? Around the time you started your game, I guess. I just wanted my checkup, so I dropped by since it was on the way. Sura didn't say anything, but you seemed to be so into it that it seemed like a shame to disturb you. Did you see the present I sent? I was agonizing over whether to send an H-game or a figure. You can always come visit me if you want to swap.
Neither of those are gifts you should be giving a sick person, though. In any case, thank you. I'll accept the gift. Speaking of which, are you guys really not going to have one last bout?
We still need to test feature gadget number 99 later. There's no time to spend on gaming.
Taro puts down the gamepad and begins stuffing his merch into the backpack on the ground. So you're going?
Yeah, I'll probably be gone by this time tomorrow.
Is that so? You may be a pervert, but you're a pervert who knows what he's doing, at least. You'll be ashamed to have one less worthy opponent. Is there anything else I can help with before you go? I'll do my best to assist.
Oh, in that case. Anatan. Sorry, my nose got stitchy because of Reggie getting all her hair on my face. Every time she got up here. Anatan, could you scold me a little more before I go? I want to record it and use it as my ringtone.
I take that back. You really are a pervert after all.
Whoa, feels good. Whoa. Please call me more, Anasama. Please.
Get some help, pervert hacker.
In any case, thanks for taking care of us during this time. Being able to come to Catgirl Heaven is the experience of a lifetime.
Dario stands up and formally bows to Antonina and me. Why are you being so formal all of a sudden?
Well, I won't get another chance if I miss this one. Wait a minute, that sounds like a death flag before the hero fights a Demon King. Professor, does this war have save points? Is it possible to just reload and start the following story?
Our world doesn't work that way.
Oh yes, feel free to hit me up for any merchant figures you want before I go.
In that case, I'll go for... we'll talk about that later.
Professor?
Also, quit laughing to yourself. Back there, Antonina. At the Oasis Shrine. The usually deserted shrine is now jam full of visitors.
Luka-kun, raise your left hand higher. Like this?
Yes, that's right. Please slow your steps down a little. Kimia, did you record his face just now?
Fear not. The cameras have been rolling this whole time. Luka-kun's embarrassed face needs to be preserved for posterity.
Oh, Professor, you're here. What are you doing? Seems interesting.
Luka-kun is about to perform the Kagura dance for everyone. That's why everyone came. As for Erika and me, we're providing technical guidance on planning.
I wouldn't really call it planning. Frankly speaking, all I'm doing is choreographing the music with the dance moves. All these people are here because of Luka's own charm.
Professor!
It is only then that Luka notices us and runs over to the back of the stage.
Professor, did you see me perform just now?
Your clothes suit you very well, Luka.
This Miku is so pretty.
Are you saying we can get her signature once the show ends? I wonder if the shrine sells merch of her.
Oh yeah? Rico smells a bit this opportunity.
Luka's already blushing for embarrassment, but the conversation from the people nearby makes his face turn even redder. I do agree Luka looks great in a Miko outfit, but he's a guy. Oh, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. Speaking of which, why did you suddenly decide to dance the Kagura, Luka-kun? Was it Kimiya's idea?
No, actually, I was the one who brought up the topic of performing.
Huh? That's surprising. I guess the previous Luka would have been too embarrassed or nervous to do it, right?
Actually, I still feel pretty nervous and embarrassed. But more than that, I want to show my gratitude to everyone before I go. Thank you for your care during this time, Professor.
Did you enjoy your time in the Oasis, Luka? Upon hearing this, a lovely smile blossoms on Luka's face.
Yes, I did. I learned a lot from Erika-san and Kimiya-san. The others in the Oasis were also very caring and kind to me. I want to tell my father all about this when I get home.
Luca, about crossing over to the oasis.
I know. Kimasen-sei reminded me earlier not to mention it. I'll describe it as hearsay from visitors to the shrine. Sai kangaroo. Is that it?
Luca, you got it right this time.
Huh?
Luca seems surprised by this. You've grown a lot, Luca. How are the preparations for the dance?
I've already rehearsed it once. I already rehearsed it once with Kimiya-san, so I guess it should be fine. If it allows everyone to feel the charm of Miko's, as well as convey my feelings, that would be good.
I believe you can do it, Luca.
Really? Kima-sensei thinks so too.
Just then, eager cheers come from the audience.
They're waiting for me. Time for me to go on stage. See you later, everyone.
Yep, see you later. Aren't you going to say something to encourage him?
There's no need for that. Lukaku's Amiko will gotta stand on his own. Even after going back to Japan, he'll be able to carry out his duties with pride.
Didn't you say we were going to send him off with a smile? Still, I understand your meaning. Right now, we should focus on Luca's performance. Luca's Kagura has unexpectedly brought appeal, and there sparks a Miku-related craze in the Oasis. At the Oasis Maid Cafe. Sheesh, I feel like this is gonna be a long one. I should have gone to the bathroom beforehand. Anyway, let's keep going.
My oh my! Are you sure you want to pick this card, Oninian? You have 3 virus cards in your hand now, so if this card turns out to be a virus card too, you lose. I won't fall for your tricks. I'll go with that, yeah.
She turns over the card, and it turns out to be a virus card.
Yeah. What a shame, Nya. Virus already warned you, Nya. Still, the fact that you went this far with Virus as a newbie is quite impressive, Nya. Oh, Professor, welcome to May Queen Nyan Nyan.
Professor,
Yeah.
what game is this?
It's Rhinet, Nya. It's a really popular card game in Fire's world, Nya. Want to try it, Nya, Professor?
Nah, after seeing your battle just now, my instinct tell me that I won't be able to beat Faris.
Nya, is Professor also very competitive? If you're not here to challenge Faris, oh, then are you here to use the free coffee voucher, Nya?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Well, that makes sense, Nya. After all, it's going to expire tomorrow, Nya.
Faris' face suddenly goes serious.
My comrade from another world. Thank you for aiding Faris and friends as an ally, Nya. However, there are countless monsters still lurking in the shadows of Faris' world, and they threaten to upset Faris' peaceful daily life, Nya. In order to protect these happy days, Faris must return to defeat each and every one of those monsters, Nya. So I'll leave the Oasis to you, Nya, Professor.
Leave it to me.
Make sure you work hard to continue spreading more Moe culture even after Faris is gone, Nya.
Indeed, I'll continue protecting the Oasis even after Faris leaves. Huh?
Nya, what are you saying, Professor? Faris is entrusting you with the mission of spreading Moe culture, Nya.
Wait, wasn't the conversation just now intended to have me protect the Oasis?
But you're already doing that just fine, aren't you, Nya? You do it even if Faris didn't tell you to, Nya.
Faris? Suddenly a look of enlightenment appears on Faris' face.
That's right, Nya. Faris still hasn't served you properly, Nya. Faris is truly a failed maid, Nya. And Nya, time to work, Nya. Can we play another game of Rhinet? Nya. Wow, I didn't think Auntie Nyan has such a competitive streak.
Then I'll have...
A Moe latte, Persikaya sweet, right? We'll throw in our house special omurice too.
As expected of Meiko and Nyan as employee. I can't believe you still remember my order from last time.
Nope, Faris used her special ability, Cheshire Break, to directly read the professor's thoughts. Regarding how true that is, you'll have to guess for yourself, yeah?
With Faris and Outline serving me, I end up having a very Moe afternoon. A very Moe afternoon. At the Oasis Upstrom.
Oh, it's the three of them! They're finally together. My comrade, you have finally returned.
Doo-doo-doo. Professor, did you like the juicy chicken number 1 that Mayushi brought you?
Dr. P would have been better, Mayuri. I'm sure my comrade prefers the beverage of intellectuals.
Honestly, shouldn't you be giving more normal gifts when visiting someone ill? In the end, only Roshibara-kun and I brought flowers and fruit. May I ask why the three of you are here?
We're here to discuss the next step in our great plan, of course. My right eye has been hurting badly. The fangs of the organization still lurk in the dark. We must quickly regain our strength and fend off their incursion.
Actually, Akabe was worried about you, so he made up an excuse to come visit.
Oi, assistant! Don't just casually blurt this stuff out. Alright, then tell me, Christina. Why did you come to visit my comrade?
Nothing. Thanks to Professor, everyone was saved. And your abilities as a scientist are truly admirable.
Kurisu-chan is so bad at being honest too.
Wait, Mayuri! Everyone's as close as ever. Upon hearing this, Akabe falls silent. It takes a while before he can work up the courage to continue speaking.
Comrade, we have come to bid you farewell.
Yeah, I know.
At this time tomorrow, we will be leaving this place and returning to Akihabara. That was why we wanted to properly say goodbye before we left. Thank you all for taking care of us for all this time.
Okabe bows deeply to me.
Oh, Karin.
I'm not crying, it's just some sand that got into my eyes. Really, it's just some sand.
Okabe, stand up. I might not have complete memories like you do, but the fragments of memories in my mind tell me that we went through countless struggles and hardships to reach the worldline we're currently in. That, if nothing else, is a reason for you to hold your chest up high.
Comrade.
So Okabe, you're not alone. No matter where or when you are, I will never forget my memories of when you did battle by my side. The Oasis and I will always have your back. I extend a hand to the young man who has been fighting all this time. Take care, my comrade.
Yeah, you too.
Okabe and I firmly grasp each other's hands. I'll continue studying the Oasis even after I return to Akihabara. I don't know if I told you before, but I major in neuroscience. All these things happen in the Oasis is a very valuable experience for me. My senior and I have had some success in this respect.
Yo, that is Steins Gate Zero hint.
And I'm sure Ana-san must be very interested in the device we made. In that case, would you like to speak a little more with Antonina before you go? Kurisu smiles and shakes her head. No, I'll work hard to find the answer myself. I am a scientist, after all. When I make it a reality, I'm sure we'll meet again, Professor. I can feel the conviction and confidence in her voice flowing into me. Yep, I'm sure the day will come.
Professor!
What's up?
Mayushi doesn't remember it, but according to Okarin, you and everyone in there is still allowed to say Mayushi. So Mayushi thinks Mayushi needs to thank you in person.
Mayuri, you also had a part to play in reaching this worldline. So in truth, I should be thanking you too.
I see. So Mayushi worked hard too.
Mayuri, don't get lost anymore, okay?
Mayushi gets it. After all, Mayushi is Okarin's most precious hostage. But it's okay though. The next time Mayushi gets lost, I'll still have the professor to save me.
I have no idea how to handle her innocent certainty. Mayuri.
My comrade won't be around the next time you get lost.
Huh? So we won't be coming back after we return to Akihabara? Then I'd better say a proper goodbye to you, Professor.
Mayuri places her hand on top of mine and Okabe's.
Kurisu-chan, you too. Hurry!
Is this some kind of club activity?
Nope, it's a lab activity. Everyone's a lab mem after all.
Saying so, Mayuri places Kurizu's hand on top of ours. Okabe, as the leader of the lab, I think it's time for you to say a few words. Everyone, there is no doubt that we, who have arrived in this world line, have obtained complete and final victory. This is not my effort alone. Granted, I, Hoin Kiyoma, had a big part to play in the operation. But this is also a victory we, the lab mems and the Oasis, that all our friends achieved together. From this day forth, no matter where, no matter when, our fates are all bound as one. Okabe's voice begins to tremble. And that is why this is the choice of a Stain's Gate. El Sai Kongru. It seems this unexpected otherworldly journey will finally come to an end tomorrow. The next day. I really like this CG. The door to the electronics store opens.
Hi, how can I help you? Your Moscow Network Security Assistant Anna is here to help.
Oh, it's you. What? Disappointed to see me?
I just felt that you shouldn't be here, Professor. Are you going to send off Okabe and the others? It's almost time for them to head out.
What about you? Are you going to send them off, Antonina?
I think I'll pass on a potentially embarrassing scene like that. I mean, you'd laugh at me if I burst into tears, right?
Of course not. I'll be crying right alongside you.
It's really strange. We've only known each other for a while, but it feels like we've been friends forever. Is it because of the world and shifting that Beanpole was talking about?
Perhaps. I think Okabe will know more about that. Unfortunately, we won't be able to verify it with him face to face.
Yeah, I'm just not used to everything going quiet all of a sudden.
I don't want this either, but we should probably keep that to ourselves.
So, how are you going to spend your time after this? Want to play games with me? I'll be in need of an opponent without Daru.
I hope you'll go easy on me then. No way. No going easy for Antonina. The ground beneath our feet shakes as a sudden tremor assaults us. Wait, I know this feeling. Did Okabe and the others go?
No, it's not from Mr. Okabe and the others. The shaking didn't come from the future gadget lab.
Professor, it's coming from the shopping street. What the fuck happened now? Antonina and I head over to the location indicated by the signal.
Professor, we're here. Scan complete. No threats detected. So what are you planning to do next?
I didn't expect the source of the shaking to be this place. I look up at the huge sign overhead.
Make me nyan nyan. So Kisane is not planning to change the sign back after they go?
She will never do anything that cuts down on her tips. She's so real for that. Prepare to move in and investigate, Antonina. Get ready for battle. I place my hand on the door's handle. Just then, I hear a familiar voice from inside. Christina, are you sure this will draw my comrade over?
I modulated this vibration to match the one generated when we cross over. I'm sure the professor will feel it if they're in the ops room.
I feel my phone vibrated. What is up? Okay, nothing too important.
Nya, has the professor been caught up in some unknown incendia?
No way. As if such a thing could happen.
Oh yes, why not have Mayushi go and bring the professor over?
You dork, that will ruin the surprise.
Exactly, Mayuri. It'd be too embarrassing to say we want to stay right after we said we were leaving yesterday. But Mayushi thinks it's okay, isn't it?
No. In any case, we can't go looking for my comrade right now. Daru, trigger the tremor again. We're going to give it another try.
But it's such a pain. Can you two Sundares be a bit more honest about yourselves?
Who are you calling a tsundere?
Ah, yes, the two Sundares. I love them. So, do you want to do it again? I feel like making it stronger this time around. In that case, maybe I should make a backup save. Or maybe a backup save, just in case.
Outside, Antonina and I exchange looks and a smile.
Look like they planned this charm as a surprise for us. They really are a careless lot. They're whispering so loudly that we can hear them even from outside.
Antonina, you're calling them careless, but the look on your face suggests the opposite.
Well, it kind of makes me glad. A little. I mean, I'm not a fan of that beanpole who assigns people random nicknames. But for the sake of everyone else, I guess I just have to accept him.
Now, who's the one who needs to be more honest?
I could say the same about you. So, what should we do? Should we play along and pretend to be frightened?
Come on, give me a break. I'm worried I'll end up smiling when I see them.
Same here. Let's just enter then.
Yeah. Beyond the door are a group of familiar faces.
It's the Professor Anna-chan! Doo-doo-doo! Doo-doo-doo!
Miss Mayuri. Oh my gosh, she does the doo-doo-doo! I can't believe it. That's so cute. Professor, what are you smirking to yourself about? Oh no, she caught me. I wasn't. You must have been imagining things. Oh, Anatan! I've been waiting for you. Want to play Rhinet with me?
I'm good at card games, Saru. Don't cry when I trash you.
Mercy, please.
Yeah, then fine, shall just your duel.
Antonina smoothly blends into the rest of the crowd in the cafe. Luca and Kimiya are standing not far behind them.
Kimiya-san, I made these cookies for the professor. How are they? They're well done. That's great. Although, why did you say that making snacks is a crucial part of Miko training, Kimiya-san? You'll find out later on, Luka-kun.
What kind of Miko is Kimiya? This event just puts her in so much doubt.
I'll give you the chance to confess now. Tell me what's the meaning of all this Miko merchandise.
Riku knows nothing about them.
You have until the count of 3. 3.
Riku will tell you everything. So, you know how there's been a Miko craze recently? I wanted to take advantage of it to sell some merch.
So you are selling these burnt cookies?
Yeah, but Riku got Luka-kun's permission to take them. Riku didn't think that labeling them made with a Miko's burning love would make them sell so well.
Seriously, you.
Riku is sorry! Not hitting, please!
Yeah, this CG! I love it. Oh, I see Riku in the background there crying.
Just then, Akae, Mayuri, and Kurisu arrive before me.
This is a surprise that I, Hoin Kiyoma, have prepared for you.
Okabe. Okabe doesn't answer me. Instead, he raises his cell phone to his ear, like he did when we first met.
It's me.
What? There's been a change of plan? You want us to stay with my comrade for a while more?
I see.
Daru wants to upgrade his PC. Lukaku wants to practice the Kagura more. Faris wants to further promote Moe culture.
None of that can be done in the short term, which means we'll just have to stay a little longer, right? You want to know what the assistant and Mayuri think? They're probably not willing to leave either. After all, they don't want to say goodbye to this place and their friends.
Okabe, don't use us as an excuse.
Well, Mayushi really does want to stay with everyone, and so does Kurisu-chan.
Why are you being so annoying, baby?
Well, of course I have research I want to do here. It's definitely not because I'm scared of being alone. I'm not like Okabe.
In any case, for all these reasons, we've decided to stay here for a while longer. What? You want me to help my comrade against the organization's plots? Honestly, you just keep dumping more stuff on me. But never mind that. Since you said it's the will of a Stainsgate, then it can't be helped.
El Sai Kongru. We meet again, my comrade.
Wait, let me get ready over here. She's being extra nice today. We meet again, my comrade. Once again, we share a firm handshake. When I let go, I felt something in my palm. A brass-bound sister looking up at me. What's this?
It's a proof of being a labman.
Yeah, we've had Anna make it for us. From now on, you shall be Lambda number 006, my comrade. The doors of the future God Lab shall always be open to you. Yeah. The universe is boundless, but time is cruel yet beautiful. We have overcome the infinitude of the universe to meet within the finite constraints of time. Undoubtedly a miracle that this world chose to create. Wait, let me get a screenshot of that quote because holy shit. Writing fire gif. Already hit the voice changer, thank you.
Thank you for telling me. Alright. But anyway, Retrocausal Trie interference. Miracle of the intersecting boundaries. End. We're at the end with a different voice, but it is what it is. Sorry, I'm tired. I kind of push a little to finish. Took no breaks, but it has been done. It is indeed finished. Woo! Let's go back to the tiny screen right away for a little bit. Since I plan on ending soon. Exit. Let's mark it here as completed. So next time we shall read the Scars Among Pigeons and Daisies, which is Centaurace's event, but it's marked as a major event, so I'm like, might as well read it, you know. But yeah, it has been done. One major event down, only like 4 to go now that there's a new one coming. But you know, we're slowly getting there. The stage gate has been reached. Finally, after months, we finished the stage gate collab. That was great, honestly. That was amazing. Again, it amazes me how Mika can just emulate, we could say, I guess, the writing style of other games at times. Can emulate them so well to the point that you actually feel like you're playing the game. You know, it happens with the Steins Gate, it happened with Valhalla. It was amazing. They really cooked with the story. Yeah, it was so good. So good. But anyway, I am very hungry. My cats are as well, which is why Reggie was annoying me constantly. Hello, Jared. So we're gonna cut this short now. We're gonna cut the yapping short because also I am tired. My jaw is tired. My mouth is tired. my throat is tired. So you know, I'm gonna time to stay silent for the rest of the day. But yeah, for next week, I think I'm gonna go ahead with what I've said, and I'll just try to progress Final Fantasy 16. We're probably, you know, it's very unlikely
that will manage to do the ending in one go, that I will find a day to make the ending in one go. So we'll just jump into it and we'll just go as it goes. You know, hopefully it'll just be 2 parts, but we'll see. And that will actually probably happen on Tuesday and Thursday. I don't know, I'll see, because with Coco we have the Moria Gallery in Tales of Fantasia, but she wants to do that on a Friday so we can drink, since the Moria Gallery is a very interesting experience. Which I presume means we won't be advancing on Tuesday for a bit. So maybe I'll just do Final Fantasy on Tuesday, Thursday, and then on Friday we can do that. If not, I'll probably go back to Honkai Impact. And you know, there's the Girls Frontline also, and more Neural Cloud if I manage to finish Angular Gyros in one go. If not, we'll do it over the weekend, you know, Saturday, Sunday. So next week we can go back to Reverse and Neural Cloud, unless Girls Frontline updates once more. But yeah, I'll have to double check that with Coco because I'm not entirely sure. So stay tuned for the schedule, probably tomorrow as always. And yeah, stay safe, stay hydrated, take care of yourself, guys. And I'm just gonna end this here. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. Thank you for coming, even though I'm still catching up with Neurocloud. I'm super behind. Thank you for coming. See you next time. Bye bye.